Nuggets winning.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Do you really think Boston about to allow Miami to win on tomorrow?
I mean, they let them get up 3-0.
Yeah.
That ain't the question. That's not the question. That's not the question.
I'm just saying though.
Miami blew it, man. BJ, you know it. Rick, you know it. Bruce, you know it. They blew it, man. And like I say, Jimmy, man, I mean, I don't want to say Jimmy ain't this and that. You know, it's just Jimmy do Jimmy things.
Say it, man. Say it, man.
He ain't no Kawhi. He ain't, and that's what I tried to tell. Kawhi blew. Y'all can try to say, "Oh, Kawhi blew the 3-1 lead." Yeah, man, we know that bubble stuff. That was very rare, you know.
He's
but
not
like
Jordan,
you said, he's
MJ,
not no
not
Kawhi. He's not no Jordan. Man, he's none of that, man. Jimmy do Jimmy thing.
Like that. Woo!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. All of our You know what I'm saying? Continue to support the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. You can go to our Cash App, which is $B Jizzle. Y'all can see on the screen. PayPal at Broderick Masters. You know what I mean? We have a very great show for y'all today. You know what I'm saying? And first and foremost, I want y'all to also recognize we have another moderator coming in, Mrs. Hope Davidson. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know Hope. Been on the show a few times. She will now be moderating with Mrs. Tay throughout the week. So make sure y'all, congratulate Mrs. Hope for being the moderator. All my people in here, you know what I'm saying? We got 8 people in here right now. We're going to go in and get these likes up, man. We should have over 8 likes at this point. But let me go to this comment section. Salute to my man, Big Titan. He said, "Where's my boy Bruce?" Oh, my man Bruce is coming in. I just talked to him about, an hour ago. He's going to be coming in. We got a lot to talk about. Like Mrs. Hope said, hit the like as you enter. Hit that like button as you enter. Big Titan TV said, yes, with the dead emoji. Coach Do Sports TV, Coach Do Sports TV. If you guys have not already, go and follow Coach Do Sports TV's YouTube channel. You know what I'm saying? Where he covers football and basketball. You know what I'm saying? So go in and check him out as well. We do support other people's platforms. So make sure you guys go and support his and go and subscribe to his channel. My man, Jonel Santana, receipts on deck. You damn right, receipts on deck. And that's my guy. The realist is my man. But, I have to, get him. But, yeah, man, let's get it popping, man. For those of you guys who have just, been living on the rock the last 2 hours, your new 2023 Eastern Conference champions is the Miami Heat. So let's give a round of applause to the Miami Heat. You know what I'm saying? Let's give a round of applause to the Miami Heat for winning the 2023 Eastern Conference Championship and defeating the Boston Celtics in the final clash. You know what I'm saying? And they did it in pretty dramatic fashion today. What they win 103 to 84. So they won by almost 20 points today. Now, of course, y'all know the storyline. The Celtics, were able to push it to Game 6 after beating Miami on Saturday after a tip-in by Derek White. A last-second tip-in. They won 104 to 103 in Miami, which was a heartbreaker. And you know, a lot of people had Miami win, Boston win this series after that. Not to mention having Miami as a low favorite. I gotta give some love to my man Big Tone. Want to give a congratulations to Big Tone. Y'all know who Big Tone is the unk right there, the only real Miami Heat true fan. You know, with the YouTube channel, go follow him as Big Tone Open Sports Talk. Mr. 754, if you in here, bro, I want to first of all extend my hand and apology if I offended you yesterday. I was not trying to get on you in terms of, you know, ragging on your team. I was basically saying that Jimmy Butler is so great, the Miami Heat team is so great, that what they did on Saturday, I feel like, you know, shouldn't have happened, right? But congratulations to your team. But other than that, man, the Miami Heat are your 2023 Eastern Conference champions. And let me first say, if there's a team that I would rather have a championship or win the championship if my team is out, it's going to be the Miami Heat. I love how they play. I love how they're made up, their makeup, their style, how they play the game, how they basically go out there and give out, you know, a never die mentality. Y'all got to remember, when you lose a game like how they lost in Miami, after how they lost against Boston last year against the same team, in the way they lost in Miami, it's very, very hard mentally to overcome that. Most teams would have folded. About over 90% of teams would have got beat and folded. But, you know, that's why I said to myself, okay, it's not going to be about who has more pressure. It's going to be who handles the pressure better, right? It's going to be who handles the pressure better. And I said, okay, for me personally, I think it's going to be Miami, right? I think Miami will handle pressure better than Boston, right? So let's go into the team stats, right? Because we got a lot to talk about because there's some things that, you know, people want to say. I think we need to clear up. But, you know, continue with that like button for the people coming here. We should have over 10 likes at this point. As y'all look at the team stats, as I do every single time we, you know, do a game like this, Boston, let's talk about Boston first. They did not shoot the ball well. They didn't shoot the ball well from the 2, 3, and they were average from the free throw line, right? They shot 84% from the line. They shot 21% from 3. That right there is why they had such a hard time winning this game. They went 0 for 13 from the 3. They went 39% from the, you know, for the 2. You look on the other side across Miami, they shot 48% from the 2, 50% from the 3, and then they shot the same around, you know, from the free throw lines, Boston 83%. So right there, those numbers right there really stack in Miami's favor on how they got the upper hand today and how they were able to win by dramatic fashion. Now, you can credit Miami's defense, or you can just say Boston missed shots. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, all in all, they didn't shoot the ball well. That was one thing. Then you look at the rebounds. They were pretty much close, pretty much even. Not too much of a big difference. They're both, you know, competing for, you know, loose balls. It's just that Miami will hit more shots. That's just the fact of the matter. It's just the bottom line. Assists, of course, go into the shooting, you know, how well you shoot the ball. So, of course, Miami have more assists. I thought that Boston's really only true advantage was in the post, in the paint with Robert Williams. I thought that he was someone that, you know, can, you know, use his length against Jimmy Butler and, you know what I'm saying, Bam Adebayo. He can compete against him. So that all in all to me tells me that, you know, Boston has something with Robert Williams that they're able to, you know, exploit on Miami. Block steals, you know, pretty even. Turnovers, Miami had more turnovers. They were very aggressive on the perimeter. They were very aggressive, you know, on closeouts, very aggressive on denying the basketball. In key spots, key situations, I said to myself, okay, for Miami to win this game, they got to jump out on Boston early. They cannot allow Boston to hang around. After the first half, they were up by 10 points. I felt like they should have been up by a little bit more. But the fact that they were able to have a double-digit lead for the majority of the game is what, you know, is a good enough reach to pretty much tell that, you know what I'm saying, like, this is what you have to do to beat up a team like Boston. Because they're so talented. They're so got so many great scorers that, you know, they can exploit any time of the game. So this was just a situation where Miami was able to control the pace, control the scoring. They're able to hit their outside jumpers, to beat Boston. If y'all been paying attention in this series, the team that usually loses is the team that has the team that wins is the team that has the better 3-point shooting percentage. If y'all go through all 6 games, all 7 games, including this one, the team that wins has the better shooting percentage from the 3. That's just what it's been. Now, you want to talk about, the individual stats? Let's look at some of that as well. Shout out to my man Pagan 180 says, salute BJ, congrats to the Denver Nuggets 2023 NBA championship. We're not so fast. We're gonna talk about that, man. We're gonna talk about this though. We ain't gonna say all that right now. But y'all keep hitting that like button. For those that you do not know, Hope is now our moderator for tonight. So you might make sure y'all in the comment section give Hope a congratulations for that. But let's get some of these statistics, man. Let's start with Boston. Now, of course, they struggle from scoring the basketball. Nobody scored 20 points tonight. Jaylen Brown had 19. He tried to do what he could, but he had an off game shooting the ball. He shot 23 shots. He only made 8 of them. Shot 1 for 9 from the 3. That hurts. Derek White shot 2 for 9. Marcus Smart shot 1 for 6. Al Horford shot 2 for 5. Grant Williams shot 1 for 3. And then Jason Tatum shot 1 for 4, who we're going to get to in a minute. From the start, just all the threes that they were missing, not seeing the ball go into the basket, I think took away from some of their energy. You know what I'm saying? I think it took some away from, what they're able to do. So at the end of the day, what's going to have to happen is for Boston to be a team like Miami, they have to hit shots, and they weren't able to do that. They went 9 for 42 from the 3, 21%. You can't do that against a team like Miami who's hitting shots. So that was the big thing. That was the big reason why they were not able to prevail. Let me see. If I look at something else, Malcolm Brogdon was, I think he was dealing with an injury. Robert Williams only had 14 minutes tonight. That right there really hurts them as well, because now they don't really have no inside presence to deal with Bam or deal with, the attacking of Miami. And we're going to get into the injury situation too, because I know people want to talk about that. Boston had, a couple of, guys banged up. So let's do that right now, actually. So Jason Tatum obviously had like a little ankle injury in the first quarter. Where he stepped on, I think, Gabe Vincent's foot after coming down after a layup. So this is the first play of the game. So people, of course, holding their breath if you're a Boston fan. Here's what I'm going to say. I hate injuries. Y'all should know better than anybody who's a Clipper fan like myself. I hate injuries. I hate dealing with people who have injuries. So I'm never going to be cool with seeing guys get injured, especially in pivotal games. If you're my opponent, I want to see you at full strength. You know what I'm saying? So for Jason Tatum to have that injury in the first part of the game, really, I didn't want Miami to win the game like that. Right? But he came back in the second quarter. He was able to, toughen it out, play for the remainder of the game. I think, how many minutes did he play? He played 42 minutes. So he played on that ankle. So obviously, you're going to be a little bit hampered. He had 14 points and 11 rebounds, so he was definitely out there competing. But it's just like, you're dealing with an ankle injury like that, you're always going to feel some sharp pain. So it's like a situation where this is the playoffs, this is Game 7, I'm going out there to play. So I think this had an impact on Boston as well, starting off in the game so cold that their leader, that their best player was, hurt. Right? That was, I'm pretty much, I think that's kind of part of the reason why Boston fell in such a slump. But that's where Jaylen Brown should have been picking up the slack and actually carrying them. You know what I'm saying? Because we've been saying for, a minute now that Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, who's the better player. I'll say this about Jaylen Brown right now is I think he has a more of an aggressive mindset than Tatum, but I just think his offensive ability is limited. He does not have a great handle. He's streaky when it comes to shooting. He is a better defender, but he doesn't have the skills to overlaps to actually be that top guy. And that's why I think people put Tatum over Brown. So a game like this would have been a game like if Brown was that guy, he can have like a 30-piece or a 35-piece in a closeout game. But obviously he didn't get the chance to really he didn't get a chance to accept it, have his skills out there, right? Now let me go into another point. I'm trying to figure out what they're going to do with the Boston team. There's going to be some questions this offseason to me and some moves possibly Boston's going to possibly make. Because me personally, I mean, they've been together for, 5 seasons? I'm talking about Tatum, Brown, Smart, Horford. These guys have been together for about 5 years, and they had a great season last year going to the finals. This year, they went to the conference finals. Possibly they probably reached their ceiling, in my opinion. So if they reach their ceiling, do you move off a couple of one of these players? You try to actually go back to the drawing board to see what else could you use? Because if I'm Boston and I don't have much rim protection outside of Robert Williams, I might look into the free agency pool. I might look to get another piece to this team because you already got the point guard. You got Malcolm Brogdon. That guy, Derek White, that dude, Derek White, to me is a great fit for them as well. Grant Williams brings toughness. So me personally, the only thing that Boston's really missing is a great big or a really good big. Because I think Robert Williams, yes, he does compete, but I think he's a little undersized. But I don't know if Boston's going to run it back again next season. I'm just not sure about that. But let's get to Miami, man. Let me give Miami, because they're the one that won the game. And like I said, hit the like button when y'all come in here. Show y'all boys some love, man. Hit the Cash App, hit the PayPal as well. You know what I'm saying? Right here on the screen. First of all, Miami is a team who I don't look at in a circular box or in a box. They're a team I look outside of the box. What do I mean by that? They're not your ordinary team. I just said it. Before coming to this game, I said, I do not look at Miami as just your regular overall team. Like 95% of the teams that lost the way Miami lost in Game 6 would have probably folded and got destroyed tonight on the opposing team's home court, because now it becomes a mental game. It's not so much of a physical game. All series we've been saying Boston has the better team, has the more talented team, which I'm starting to see a little bit, might be just like a narrative, because what I saw was Miami in the games they won dominate more in more ways than Boston did. In games 1, 2, and 3, I think Miami dominated more than games 1, 2, 3, and 7. Miami dominated more than Boston's game 4, 5, and 6. Right? So, I mean, that could be a narrative as well, but I'll move on. Miami's a tough-nosed team. They're a championship organization led by Pat Riley and, of course, this guy right here, the head coach. Erik Spoelstra, I want to give Erik Spoelstra some credit, because after that loss in Game 6, he said, what? I don't know how we're going to win this game, but we're going to go up to Boston and we're going to get it done. That's what his exact words were. I don't know how the hell we're going to win this game. We got 48 hours to do it, but we're gonna figure this out. That was his words. Now, whether you want to say it's because it was like false, talking, or they were just trying to, get their team riled up and have a poker face, they did what they were supposed to do. Right? There was a report out saying that Miami Heat scheduled a flight for Denver after Game 7. Now, I don't know how true this is. I'm going to call cap on this, because for me, well, I don't know, because this was on the Basketball Forever Facebook page as well. So I don't know if it's true or not. It could be true. It could be false. It could be, I don't know. Maybe they did, because the way they whooped their ass tonight, it sounded like to me like, the game was already set. It was a set deal. They knew something that we didn't. So they got the prediction right, because they beat them by over 20 points almost. And I don't think it was just because Jason Tatum hurt his foot. I just think they were locked in to win. And that's where the toughness of their head coach, you know what I'm saying, from them all the way to Jimmy to Bam, all the way to, you know, the bottom 12, 15 guy. That's where it all comes around from. Right? So I don't know if this is true or not, but hey, Eric Spoelstra, well done. Also, I want to give credit to this guy right here. Caleb Martin. Mrs. Turn the Page says Boston. She looked at Miss Turn the Page. She said Boston gave up with 4:50 left on the clock. Yeah, they did. I mean, really, right in the third quarter of the game, I pretty much called it was done. With like 10 minutes left in the fourth, I thought the game was pretty much over. Salute to my man Dorillis. What's good, brother? I hope you saw the video earlier, man. I hope you saw my video earlier. Can't wait to have you in here. Salute to my man Bruce for being here as well. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get y'all in about 5 minutes. But yeah, Boston gave up with 4 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock. The game was pretty much done. TuneIn Sports said it's true now. Yeah. Miami got it done, bro. Miami got it done. But let me go back to Caleb Martin. Look, this dude obviously to me was very big today because he had a lot of timely shots. You know, in the first half, the lead was fluctuating from 8 to 10, 8 to 10, 8 to 10, 12 to 8, 12, but it was Caleb Martin hitting a lot of, you know, timely shots, threes, off the dribble. You know what I'm saying? A lot of different things that he was doing to hit a lot of shots. So he's obviously been in the lab. If you guys do not know Caleb Martin's story, he came from the G League, actually from the Greensboro Swarm. He was undrafted. He was not a lottery pick. None of that stuff. He got it through the mud. So definitely it's shown that he's worked on his game religiously. It shows that he's been a person who's fit in well with this Miami Heat culture, like a glove. So all love to, you know, Caleb Martin for what he did. He didn't shy away from the moment. Very tough-nosed player. This is, I think, the first Game 7 he's played in at this magnitude. Because I think last year he didn't even get minutes against Boston, but this year he was ready and prepared. So it just goes to show you that when you actually prepare for the moment, good things can happen. So all, you know, respect to, you know, Caleb Martin. Now, I gotta say this as well, though. You know, I think people get frustrated with a particular player on the Miami Heat because he don't do exactly what they want him to do, which is score the ball. And I think that player, you know, we all know that player we're talking about is Bam Adebayo. Listen, I'm just going to be very quick. Big Tone said something about Bam Adebayo made a lot of sense. He said that Bam Adebayo is not there to score a bunch of points. He's there to protect the rim and rebound and be a tough-nosed guy in the paint. That's what he's there for. So, unfortunately, you're not going to be seeing Bam Adebayo score 20 points a game in any series because that's not what he's there for. So, you know, we want him to see him put the ball in the basket more, but that's just not what he's going to be. That's not who he is. His game is not polished enough to score like that around the basket. He's not a very great shooter. He doesn't have a post game. He doesn't have any real moves. He uses his left hand 85 to 90% of the time. He has really no bag. And that's where you see the 10, the 12, 15-point games from him because he's not that dude. He's not even a second option. He's just a person. He's a defensive anchor on that team. I think Miami is happy, is satisfied with it. So I just want to put that out there about Bam Adebayo. But let's talk about the main attraction. Let's talk about the dude that is responsible and the leader of this team. This guy right here, Jimmy Butler. What more can I say? I think we all. I don't know how people feel about Jimmy right now or going to this Denver series. I could just tell you how I feel. And how I feel about Jimmy Butler is he's a player who, to me, is very special. And I'm not saying because, what just happened. I've been seeing this for quite some time now, for a few years, about how his makeup. Because you guys know basketball is a mental game more than physical. And you have guys in the league who are talented, ultra talented, who don't accomplish as much as they should because their mental side is not where it needs to be. Right? Jimmy has done it the hard way. He's got it out he's gotten out the mud. He's actually did it the blue collar way. Right? He's prevailed against odds, different, obstacles. And he's had a lot of success with this Miami team that goes unnoticed. You're talking about a guy who's been to 3 conference finals in 4 years and now 2 NBA finals he's getting ready to go to. Right? So he's accomplished things that other people just ain't accomplished. Talk about the Devin Bookers, talk about the, Joel Embiid's, the, who else? We look at Ja Morant, SGAs, like these guys who people crown as a NBA superstar before they even talk about this dude right here, haven't accomplished nothing recent or as much as Jimmy Butler as far as appearances to the finals and the championships. So I got to ask a question. What do we consider Jimmy Butler at this point? Do y'all consider him as an all-star? Do y'all consider him as a superstar? Do y'all consider him as, I don't know what he is yet, I got to see in the Denver series? I mean, I just got to ask, what do we consider Jimmy Butler as right now? Right? Now, I want to also say this before I let y'all in. There's a lot of speculation, talk saying that Caleb Martin should have been the, Eastern Conference Finals MVP. And I think people got to, take a deep breath and, don't get ahead of themselves, because I don't know why people are saying that. I don't know why people are bringing that up, that, it should be Caleb Martin. First of all, it's the Eastern Conference Finals, not the Eastern Conference Game 7 Finals MVP. I feel like you're trying to use the same argument they used for Paul Gasol over Kobe Bryant in the 2010 NBA Finals, where they try to say that Paul Gasol should have been the Finals MVP, or Ron Artest, Metta World Peace, should have been MVP because he had a game-winning shot in Game 7. You got to be consistent throughout the whole series to be the Eastern Conference Finals MVP or Western Conference Finals MVP or whatever. NBA Finals MVP. It's a series, not a game, right? So if we look at the statistics, this is Caleb Martin's statistics on the bottom, the bold in the bottom of the line. That's Caleb Martin's averages. 19 points per game. He averaged 6.4 rebounds, 1.7 assists, 0.6 blocks, 0.9 steals. I'm sorry, 2.1 steals. I'm sorry, I'm tripping. 19.3 points per game, 6.4 rebounds, 1.7 assists, 0.6 blocks, 0.9 steals. Right? Good numbers, solid numbers, 87% from the line, 48% from the 3, solid numbers. You know what I'm saying? If we go to Jimmy Butler's, he averaged 24.7, which is 5 points higher. He averaged 7.6 rebounds, which is higher, like a point higher than Caleb Martin. He averaged 6.1 assists, which is 5 more assists than Caleb Martin's. He averaged 0.4 blocks per game, which Caleb averaged 0.6, which is higher. But then you look at the steals, 2.6 for Jimmy, 0.9 for Caleb Martin. So he pretty much beat him out of 5 out of 6 categories. Now, of course, Caleb shot better from the 3 because Jimmy's not a great 3-point shooter. But all in all, Jimmy Butler was the guy taking more of the bigger shots. He had the bigger moments of this series. And the defense is keyed in on Jimmy Butler. So when people say that it should have went to Caleb Martin over Jimmy Butler, I think people just got to, take a deep breath and not get in their emotions too much. They gave the Eastern Conference Finals MVP to the right person, and it's the person on the screen. Now, the discussion should be how do the Miami Heat do they have a chance to win the NBA Finals? Because when I saw Jimmy Butler have this trophy right here, it seemed like to me he wasn't even really all that happy, which means that he's very focused on leading this team to the NBA championship. So the real question should be, can Miami beat Denver in a 7-game series? So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and let y'all in right now. I'm gonna let y'all in, and I'm gonna invite y'all to come in and see what y'all thoughts are about the game. And for those that do come in, make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the share, hit the subscribe. People not putting Jimmy over D-Book, Joy, and the others is normal. Rip Hamilton went to 6 straight conference, but it'll be blessed. Well, this is the problem. Jimmy Butler is actually a leader, is actually the best player on his team. Rip Hamilton was never the best player on his team. Joel Embiid hasn't done enough. I mean, this is somebody who's actually been a supporter of Joel Embiid. He hasn't gotten his team past the second round. D-Book didn't make it to the playoffs, so he got Chris Paul. And they've had better teams than Jimmy Butler. So it's not really, you know. I mean, like I said, it's going to be a great question. How do we look at Jimmy Butler? We have to see what happens in the finals, but at this point, he's definitely a top 10 player, whether you want to accept it or not. And I don't want to hear next season again they push this guy back to behind the top 10 players. He's a legitimate top 10 player. If you're going to put Ja Morant, if you're going to put Joel Embiid, if you're going to put Devin Booker in that top 10 over the last couple of seasons, I don't understand why that you don't put him in the top 10. And don't tell me about the season. Don't tell me about the regular season. I don't want to hear that. You define your name in the playoffs, not the regular season. Right? But Diesel 1754, welcome to the show. He said Jimmy's an alpha with beta skills. Yeah, that's how I look at him too. I think Jimmy, his skill set is what holds him back. He's weird. He's kind of like an inverse version of Paul George. Like, he has the alpha mentality, but the skills are not all the way there. But if I look at like a guy like PG, he has a beta mentality, but he has the alpha skills. Like, he has the best bag in the league to me. One of the best bags in the league. Right? Bruce, what's good, man? You ready to get cooked?
Yeah, man. I'm ready to get cooked, bake, grill, air fried, boiled.
Man, what's good, brother? Man, first of all, everybody know Bruce, man. He had a little bit of an emotional moment yesterday. I'll let him tell it. Why don't you tell the people, bro, what you felt after Game 6 and what you feel tonight?
Miami should have swept the Celtics, and they got overconfident and they were messing around, and it got me pissed because I picked them in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I was ready to give Jimmy Butler a statue in front of the Miami arena, and then they were playing around. They were playing around, and they were not serious. I mean, they were playing better. They were the better team, and they were just joking around. I was like, okay, whatever, man. I think Celtics have the momentum, and they're gonna win. And I was telling you that Celtics were playing better on the road than at home, and so that's why I was not impressed. Like, yeah, Pagan, I was not. I said, okay, Celtics gonna win this because Miami doesn't want it. They should have ended the series in 4, right? And they could have had rest. And I saw Jimmy Butler kind of get hurt. So I hope it's not something serious, because you said he was not smiling when he received the trophy, but I hope he's not that serious. When you keep messing around and you have a long series, that's what happened with Tatum. And Miami got lucky tonight because Tatum got hurt in the first play. The luck of the Irish ran out. Everybody was picking the. Hey, I knew the Heat was gonna win early today because I saw everybody picking the Celtics. I'm like, oh no. That's the case of when everybody picks something, the opposite happened. But I already said that the Celtics were gonna win, so I did not. I did not back off, and I went on to Big Tone stream, and I posted in the comment, I disagree with him, but I understand what he was saying, and that's why Andre called me out. Thought I said, "Oh, Miami, whatever." I was picking the Celtics to win tonight, and I was wrong. And congrats to the Miami Heat. I saw a lot of people picking Denver, and I saw somebody said Denver is gonna sweep them. So we'll see. And I don't think Tatum and Jalen Brown can go farther. I think they need to be separated. And so good luck. Good luck to Miami in the finals. So we'll see what happens.
All right. Bubba, what's good, brother? What's good, man?
What's good, BJ?
What
What's up,
you
Bruce?
got?
Hey, man.
Man, this game kind of reminded me of 2018 Warriors versus Rockets when the Houston Rockets kept shooting threes and they kept missing.
That's what I was thinking too. Yep.
Right. And Derek White kind of kept them in the game when he was, driving to the basket, getting those and one calls, getting to the free throw line and stuff like that. But I feel like Tatum's ankle kind of bothered him when he kind of injured it in the first play. But we don't know what would have happened if he was pretty much good. But I mean, I wanted Miami to win because the Celtics beat my team, so I wanted that redemption, and I was going for the Heat. But as far as the Celtics go, I don't think they have to break up this team. I feel like this team is good enough to get to the finals. I think they just need. I think they need a better. Me personally, I think they should start Malcolm Brogdon. I don't think Marcus Smart is a good choice. Him flopping and doing all those taking bad shots and like, come on, bro, it's not gonna cut it if you're trying to really compete for a championship. But congratulations to the Miami Heat. They get to the finals, and congratulations to them.
I think the problem of the Celtics is they try to play like the Warriors too much. The three-pointer stuff. When they try to do twos, go to the basket, shoot the mid range, there's success. When they start shooting those threes and those threes don't fall, they're in trouble.
Right.
And I was wrong. I thought Jalen Brown was better than Tatum. Tonight was the night to prove that he was better than Tatum, because Tatum was hobbled after the injury. He has no handles. I said
That's
it
what I
last
thought.
year, and this year he's still the same dribble going to the two players, and he's losing the ball. He did the same thing in the finals against the Warriors. The same stupid mistakes Jalen Brown is still doing. In the summer, I will tell him, go meet somebody to learn how to handle the ball. He has no handles.
No
None.
handles. And see, Bruce, that's why I'm glad you said that, because I said the same thing. This was a night for Jalen to have 35, 40 points. This was a night for him to outduel Jimmy Butler. He don't have the skills, bro. He has the mentality, but he don't have the skills. He don't have the skills.
Right.
So
yeah, I would never say that Jalen Brown is better than Tatum. He's not. He's not. He's not, man. He's not. He's not, bro.
hey, but Bruce, you seem Jimmy's better than Tatum now?
I think Tatum is talented, has more talent than Jimmy Butler, but Jimmy Butler wants it a lot. And Miami has an issue with I with Bam, man. Bam is Ham Mayo, man. I'm sorry if Big Tone gets mad at me. He's Ham Mayo. The second best player on the team is Callum Martin. He's not Bam. And we're not gonna give him excuse, oh, he's not there for offense. Really? He's there for offense in the regular season? What about
Right.
the
He
playoffs?
averaged 20 points in the regular season.
He was scared of the moment tonight. He was scared.
You saw him being scared, Bruce?
Yes, he was scared. I know Big Tone gonna call me a bum the next time, but I said he was scared. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I just don't think he has the skills, man. It's a lot of these guys don't have skills. Like they don't like if you watch Bam in high school and college, he had no post game. So it makes kind of sense. He never worked on his skills. He just athletic, frequency athletic.
But as a basketball player, BJ, don't you have like a counter? If somebody stop you for one
Yep.
move, you have another
You're
move.
right.
He
Yep.
has nothing else.
Nope. He ain't got no right hand. He ain't got no turn around jump shot. He ain't got no face up pull jump shot. You don't have anything, bro. But that weak hook shot and go to the left and shoot in the middle, at the in the key. He ain't got no bag. He has no bag, man.
I was telling everybody when Strus is in the game is stagnant. I don't care what people say. Duncan Robinson when he gets in the game, the offense they score easier because Duncan Robinson goes to the basket and score the baskets. Strus only wants to do the pick and roll and shoot the stupid threes.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, but
They say, oh, okay, Strus is a better defender. Really? I don't see that. White was scoring on him at will.
Yep. Yep. Hey, y'all. We got 25 people in here. We should get them likes up. We should have like 25 likes in here right now. Let's get those likes up. All right, go ahead, bro.
but oh, okay, go ahead, Bruce.
No, go ahead, Baba. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was trying to get on that Jimmy thing. Why people don't want to put him over guys like a Devin Booker and guys that really show up in the regular season. Like when I brought up the Pistons in the 2000s, like bro, if you like, who do you think was the best player on the Pistons team?
Chauncey Billups.
So you don't think that during that time there were 5 or 10 players that were better than him?
I think Rashid was the best player, but he doesn't want to be the leader, the face. I think Chauncey Billups was the most clutch player. I think Rashid had the most talent and could be the best player. He just doesn't. Some people they don't want to be best player, just wants to do the job and then go. Rashid has everything to be the best player, but I think Chauncey Billups was the leader in the most clutch. To me, no.
Nah, you make sense.
That's fair. That's fair. But my whole point is that there are there are 5 players that were better than him. That was my whole point.
Okay. But you said Jimmy Butler, so the thing I say Jimmy is higher than them guys because he's done more.
Mm-hmm.
He's been to more finals, more conference finals, is the best player on his team without question.
Right.
His game is not sexy. He's not gonna
exactly.
He's a blue collar. He's a blue collar superstar. Let me say that. He's a blue collar superstar. Right? People like white collar superstars. Like, like he's like a Toyota. That's a solid car, doesn't break down often, whatever. But people wants to see BMW, Mercedes, Lexus, whatever. Right? They want flashy things. Jimmy Butler is not flashy. My issue with Jimmy Butler is he's too passive. And like you tested me, he's selective. He's too passive. He wants to involve everybody, right? And I don't know if he works on his jump shot. Sometimes it's short.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big Titan, what's good, brother?
Salute, man. Jimmy Buckets, man. Jimmy Butler, man. Stop playing.
Bro, I got a question for you. He got help now?
Go ahead. Do we have help now?
Yeah.
I mean, I never said he didn't have help. I said he compared to the other these other team, playoff team, contender team, it don't compare. You don't have the player. You don't have a Jalen Brown. You know what I'm saying? You don't.
Caleb Burton was better than Jalen Brown the whole series.
That's this. All right. That's this year. I'm talking in general. Like, can you put Caleb Martin in the same boat as a Jalen Brown? Like in general, like he can get there, but
What do you mean in general? The season or the playoff?
like you going off of this year. Like I'm talking like, all
Well, it
right.
is
Were you
this year.
saying it about him last year?
But
Well,
bro,
it
we
is
haven't.
this year. Why are we going to the past? It's this year.
Yeah,
Because you can't take one year and crown a player. You gotta,
I'm not crowning
because
him.
what
I'm
if he
saying that Caleb Merton is better. Okay, I'm sorry I interrupted you. Go ahead.
you can't, like you gotta, Caleb Barnes gotta do that at least another year for me to put him up there with like a
I'm not
Jalen
saying
Brown to
he's a
say, oh,
better player than Jalen Brown. I said he's playing better than Jalen Brown.
yeah. And
but that
Caleb
don't
Martin
that
hasn't.
don't
Oh, my
go
fault.
ahead.
Go ahead, bro.
But that's true, but that don't make, that don't mean that Jimmy has the, like, I get what you're saying, but maybe I'm not explaining it right.
I
But
think this team is better than last year because there's more scoring and there's better defense. And the defense suffocated the Celtics tonight. Suffocated.
They did. Like big time. Like I get what you mean. Like sometimes in a playoff series, like better players can get outplayed. Like I get what you mean. Like you're trying to say that Jalen Brown is a better player, but my whole thing is Caleb Martin hasn't really gotten an opportunity to prove himself. You know what I'm saying? He's just starting to get an opportunity this season. So we don't really know what he can really do if he really get consistent opportunities like this. And what he did
and
tonight, like game
that's all
7,
I'm saying.
yeah, but okay, yeah, I get what you mean. But after tonight, like you can't tell me that Jimmy has no help. Like I'm not buying that, bro.
No, I agree. I can't say that he has no help, but I just comparing his help to other contenders is not, it's not the same. That's all I'm saying.
Man, if he didn't have those help, especially with the disappearance of him, Mayo, they will be done already, man.
Now if Hero was healthy, then yeah, now we talking. But he got Hero ain't been in. Like, come on, man. Bam underperforming. Like, come
Victor
on, man.
Oladipo ain't
Damn.
there.
Yeah, Victor Oladipo, if he was healthy, come on, then we'll be talking. But this shit here, I gotta give it to Jimmy, bro. Bam gotta go, man. I was done with Bam last year, to be honest. He gotta go.
Yeah, I mean, I've been talking about Bam since last year, and Big Tom got mad at me, uh, calling me all kind of names. I hope you remember. You remember that, VJ? I was saying them.
I don't know what Tone
Sucker.
see that we not seeing, but Bam he ain't it, bro.
Yeah.
He a
He's so
third, he a third
predictable.
off.
You know what it is with Bam, bro? He's so predictable on the offensive end. It's like I'm watching the game, I'm like this nigga gonna go to the middle, pull up and do that little short ass shot. He gonna do that's a jump hook. Oh, he gonna try to power up and like it's the same move, bro. Like he have
That's
no
fact. He do the
versatility.
same shit.
He said he was the second greatest player, Miami Heat player after D Wade. So
Who? You said
Who
who?
said that?
he said in an interview with Taylor Rooks that he's the second greatest Heat player.
Yeah,
Bam said that?
nigga, no.
Yes, go look for an interview
Uh,
on YouTube.
He
that
probably jump high
motherfucker
the
need to be
second
drug
highest
tested.
jumper, but he ain't the second highest best player. Hell no. He
He
ain't
on
better
that
than
dope.
Lonzo Mourning.
Fuck no. He ain't better than Chris Bosh.
Man. LeBron, you ain't better than LeBron. Nigga, you ain't even top 20. But all right, so check it out. So now that Miami going to the finals, what's y'all chances y'all giving to beat Denver?
Ooh.
I'm not picking against Miami again. I learned my lesson.
Hey man, I think it's Bam, bro. They not gonna win because of Bam. Joker gonna cook that nigga. He gonna be the reason they lose, bro. Hey, I can't. Come on, man. Bam, the reason, bro. Denver gonna
Uh,
win.
okay. I mean, how did he? I haven't watched Miami play against Denver. How did he do? How did he fare against Jokic this season?
The Nuggets beat
I'm
them
not
both
sure either,
times.
but I don't just off of knowing who Bam is. Like I'm putting my money. I ain't putting my money on him. It's over with. But you never know.
Mm.
I mean, me
And
personally,
then
I believe.
also,
Me
my bad. Go
personally,
ahead.
yeah, me personally, I believe the champion will come from the East. So I'm gonna go with Miami for the finals.
But the Denver Nuggets are long, man. They have
Yeah, what I'm
long.
about to
They have
say,
long.
Bruce, they got more. They got size over Miami. And that's another reason why I think they'll get them.
Miami give all the Celtics all those offensive rebounds. That's why they lost Game 6, by the way. And tonight they were giving a lot of offensive rebounds. So Denver is gonna get those rebounds, and they have to be
Yeah,
locked
with
in every game.
Jokic.
They have to be. MPJ, all he wants to do is shoot threes. So
Yep.
I'm not worried about him. Aaron
Here's what
Gordon,
I'll
But
say.
Gordon gonna be down there grabbing them boys too, though. He be doing dirty work. Gotta watch
Here's
his
what I'll
ass.
say. I'm gonna say this. I think Miami can take them, and this is the reason why. Because Denver, they're long. They long in the front court, like they long at the center power forward position. But the backcourt, of course, they don't really have long defenders. They have short, scrappy defenders. So you're not gonna have really nobody to guard Jimmy. You put MPJ on him, that means Jimmy's gonna go right into his body. You put Bruce Brown on him, he's too small.
Too
KCP
small.
too small. Jamal Murray too like you don't really have an answer for him. So he's gonna have a field day in that series. Not like against
Yeah, that's a
Boston.
good point.
Boston, you got more lengthy guys at his position. Tatum, Jalen Brown, Derek White, I think 6'5", 6'6". So they got more length at his position. So the biggest X factor, which like Titan said, what Bam is gonna have to do against Jokic. That's gonna be the biggest X factor. What does he do against Jokic? And Tyler Hero needs to be playing in that series because Miami needs offense.
Right. Yeah, I saw a
Yes.
report. They said he come back game 3.
I mean, that game one gonna be a motherfucker. That elevation in Denver, that's gonna be a lot. And them niggas already went 7 games against Boston. They're gonna be tired.
Shit, show.
Miami
Gonna
bench
be
have to
tough.
be better than Denver bench, especially with Bruce Brown. Um, you know,
Yeah, Bruce
Duncan
be doing
Robinson will
shit.
be. Duncan Robinson has to get a lot of minutes. Struz has to get more IQs because he has no IQ. Okay, he has none, zero IQ.
But
Bam has to play better. I think Miami has the best coach in the NBA. I put Jimmy Butler on Jamal Murray because I think he's the head of the snake, even though I think um, Jokic is the best player. But I think Jamal Murray is the pick and roll he does with Jokic. You have to, because Jokic is gonna do those stupid threes he's gonna make. So Bam is if Miami have to win, Bam has to play better. The way he's been playing against the Celtics, he plays like that against the Nuggets, they have no chance.
But Bruce, you don't think Gabe can guard? I mean, not stopping, but you don't think Gabe can do a solid job on Jamal Murray instead of Jimmy?
Gabe Vincent is too small.
I mean, yeah, that's yeah. What about Caleb Martin?
yeah, I agree with Bruce.
Ain't they the same height, Bruce?
No, I don't think.
Nah, Jamal Murray
Is it
six
Jamal
four.
Murray bigger? And
Jamal
Gabe is
Murray 6'4".
6'4".
Nah, Gabe 6'2".
Are you sure? I thought I saw you 6'4".
Yeah,
Oh.
he the same height as Kyle Lowry.
That's a small 6'4".
Yeah, he looks small out there.
Let me see.
Yeah, he's the same height as Kyle Lowry, and Kyle Lowry's 6 foot.
Man, Kyle Lowry cannot play that way, man. How many turnovers is he
His
gonna
fat
have,
ass
man?
got to step up too, man.
How many turnovers is he gonna have?
Hate that motherfucker.
Kevin
If
Love
he
has
can
to.
knock down some
Kevin
threes,
Kevin Love
that'll
has
help.
to give something. Kevin Love has to give something. Okay. Kyle Lowry, all he
Yeah,
wants
they're
to
gonna
do
need
is take
everybody.
charge. That's it.
Shit, Max Struess got to give something, bro. I'm disappointed in that dude. I had my high hopes on Max Struess. That dude been, I don't know, he been combing his hair too damn much instead of playing basketball. That dude
And
been,
last year he was better than that.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
But we got big fan Beezy in the building. What's good, brother?
Chilling, man. Just enjoying the show. I was in the chat listening to the panel, man. Shout out to Bruce. Y'all was making some valid points. Shout out to Andre B. Shout out to Pull Up Podcast. What's up, y'all?
Is Brooklyn in the
Salute.
house?
But I kind of
Brooklyn.
I wanted to add to what BJ was saying about them being fatigued. I think they could use that against Denver. You know, they the ones that's rusty. I think Miami need to hit them with the kitchen sink soon as first quarter hit. You know, I think they only advantage in this first game is to like go off of momentum. You know what I'm saying? Go off of momentum and what Denver played their last game a week ago. They had to been sitting for
Mhm.
like a week right now. You know what I mean? Off of that
Yeah,
sweep.
Right.
shit, yeah.
Mhm. That's
But
true.
and what Miami do? They held Boston to 15 points in TD Garden. That's nothing to sneeze at. You know, if I'm not
Mhm.
saying they
No,
gonna
that's
hold,
impressive.
yeah, I'm not saying they gonna hold, Denver to 15 points. But shit, I think good defense in the NBA is 20 to 25 points. You keep a team between 20 to 25, you did your job. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I think whoever said that Jimmy Butler should guard Jamal Murray was spot on. You know, I think if Spo do that, that would neutralize Jamal Murray. And yeah, that shit is the key to the series. Cause Jokic
Yeah.
gonna get his. But if you could stop Murray, that 1-2 tandem is too much for anybody in the league. That if you could neutralize, and that's the difference between strategy like Coach Spo, they didn't put LeBron on Jamal Murray. You understand what I'm saying? They didn't put I don't know. I seen Jamal Murray. They had him for 3 quarters, and then the fourth quarter he went off. He scored like 21 or some wild shit. Like you got to play Denver Nuggets for 48 minutes. That's what I learned about that game with the Celtics with Derek White. He hit that buzzer beater. You can't even play this game for 47 minutes and 59 seconds. Now I'm saying you got to play for 48 minutes. You cannot sleep at no time. And I don't see Miami losing to in Denver. I got them tying it going back to Miami.
In my opinion, Duncan
Mhm.
Robinson should start.
Who?
Duncan Robinson
Rob.
Dunk. All right. All right. Over who?
over Struz
Okay.
because he gives you
Yeah,
more
I
offense.
think I
When
agree
he's in
with
the
you.
game, the Miami score easier. When Struz is
So
in the game,
yeah.
it's stagnant. He doesn't go to the basket. All he wants to do, he turns around and shoot threes.
So you saying it's a strategic thing to have Caleb Martin come off the bench because he's obviously he could be a starter in this league.
No, not
I
Martin
mean,
Stoops.
no, Struz.
No,
Struz
but
go to the bench.
that's what I'm saying. Instead
Oh,
of
okay.
Dunk, but I think Caleb is better than. I'm saying that to say I think Caleb is better than Duncan Robinson and Max
Yeah, of
Strus.
course.
But what I'm
Well, we can start. We can start Caleb and Duncan Robinson together.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't call.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
can't
I'm
Okay.
call
fucking with that,
Caleb
bro.
Dice. So I think
Cause
he
that
could start
way
in this league,
Robinson
man.
get in the rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, the Miami Heat has been struggling to score. When Struz, when he doesn't hit the three, he doesn't do anything else. How many times have we seen him go to the basket? How many times have we
But
seen him
he
hit a?
used to be better at defense. He was better at defense last year. Like when he was guarding James Harden, my bad, Bubba. When he was guarding James Harden last year, he was locking his ass up. Him and Oladipo. He just, I don't know. But that Caleb Martin, bro, his spot is solidified. He's safe.
He could start in this
Yeah.
league, bro. He could start if you, but I think it's strategic having him come off the bench like a lemon pepper Lou, like a Bernard Bondo, Ginobili, somebody like great off the bench. Like if he stay on the Miami bench and they got Tyler Hero, like I don't like shit is crazy right now. And again, I don't know how possible, Tyler Hero is he in the series or not? Y'all know?
I
You
mean,
say game three.
very possibly. It's possible. They gonna need him. They need offense,
He
all the offense they
older.
can get.
He
So
older
game
from
Yeah.
one,
last year. He need to
game
check
one,
out.
game one, June 1st. But what's game two? What date? What's the date on it?
What is
Well,
it? 2 days
start on.
between each
Yeah,
game.
Oh, they got two
yeah,
days rest.
yeah. So it's like probably June 7th, something like that. June 6th.
The first game
But
June 1st. The second game, if they Miami get some rest, I think they still won. Y'all think them will go up 2-0?
I think they can split it.
Yeah, I give them benefit of the doubt. I ain't gonna
I
cap.
think if Miami
It's
wants to
up
split
to
it,
me right
they
now.
have to win game one when Denver is rusty.
I agree. But
Yeah,
the
that
Yeah, they
thing
gonna
first
have
is,
to
game.
get
Bruce.
that first.
Only thing
Yeah,
with that, Bruce, like it's just like the elevation, man. Like playing in Denver is
Go to
it's
Denver
just different.
tonight and then start going outside, start running. Go to the park in Denver. You know, there you go.
I
I
heard
mean, they
Miami
did.
booked it. Now listen,
Go ahead, bro.
I said I heard Miami they booked their flight before they even played Boston, so they probably
Yeah,
fucking yeah at the park sold this shit. That shit's funny as hell.
bro, that's
Yeah,
ill
I'm
though. Like
serious, man. Go to the park
that's
and
ill. They booked a flight. I didn't know if that was real or not. I don't know if they really did that or not.
Oh shit! Shout
That's
to
some
the pull up.
gangster
He
shit.
actually pulled it up. That's fire.
that's ridiculous. Don't Miami have a private plane? Why do they need to book flight? Do they need to book private planes?
That's what I'm saying, Bruce. I don't know if this is true or not.
That was
Shit.
mind games. That was mind games.
Nah, but I don't know, man. You gotta be positive, like and get it. Like I see what Al Horford did for them to win those 3 games straight. He had said we not gonna watch film, and they went to go play golf just to get their mind off it. And
Has Al
also
Horford done anything this series besides
nah,
retirement?
nah.
No.
Jimmy trolled Jimmy trolled him after that game 3. I was
Yeah,
like, Jimmy, you can't let me down, bro. Don't let me down, bro. Or this
well,
will be a meme for years.
fact. Either one of them was gonna be a meme. Both of them, nah.
Hey, if Miami beat Denver, that would be one of the greatest playoff
That's what I
of
was
the season.
saying the other day. If Jimmy
They
pulled
call
this
him
off, bro,
Heavy
this gonna be
Butler.
one of the most meaningful rings in a long time, bro.
This thing, I think, pull up, BJ. I'm talking to the panel, but I'm saying I think it changes the trajectory of the NBA. Just knowing that you could get talent undrafted, the draft, the high draft
Mm,
pick's going to mean a lot, of course, but
mm,
you definitely going to have GMs taking a look at the G League and undrafted players. When you
mm.
think about the numbers, right, pull up,
Right,
like you
right,
talking about 60 players. You feel
right,
me? We talking about
right,
60 players, bro. Like it's 2 rounds, 30 picks in each round. You know what I'm saying? They get undrafted players, and I think that might be a trending thing. It's like that's what winning is, and that's what Golden State did. It's just the NBA ain't gonna stay the same. It always changes, and I think with you got Murray, he's the highest draft pick in this situation with round 1, pick 7. But you got Jokic. Respectfully, he's a second round pick. You feel me?
right,
So and Jimmy
right.
Butler is
Good
first
point.
round. Jimmy Butler is the first round 30th pick. You feel
Yeah.
me? So it's
Exactly,
like
exactly.
Last pick.
I think this is, bro. I really think this is gonna be a turn of events because now, like you said, um, it's not about super teams. Like super teams don't work. They just don't work. Build a
They
team
don't.
around a star player. Get your guys. They roll. Have a good coach. and then play and roll off like that.
Yeah, why they look like that in the picture though? They look funny
I
as
have a
hell.
question. I have a question. I have a question.
What's
They
up?
look
What's
scary.
up?
Which team is better, this Miami team or the Clippers team that lost to the Suns?
Clippers.
I think the Clipper team.
Talent wise, Clippers.
So why they lost to the Suns? That's stupid to me.
Cause Kawhi got hurt. Kawhi mysteriously got hurt. That's why.
No,
Point
Mysteriously.
blank.
without Kawhi, the Clippers team is better than the Heat to me.
Oh, you saying without Kawhi and PG?
Yes, yes, it's still better than the Heat to me.
No, I wouldn't go that far.
Nah, hell no.
Okay,
Cause who they don't
okay. If Spoelstra was coaching the Clippers,
Hmm.
Clippers win against the Suns.
no man. Cause Westbrook
Okay.
not doing the
With
shit
no
that
star
Jimmy
player.
Butler doing.
What?
Westbrook gonna choke, man.
Westwood was
If
balling,
West,
man.
but that's because he wasn't the main guy. He wasn't the main guy.
No, this is the difference. Everybody and the Miami Heat have the same agenda. In the Clippers team, some didn't want to be on the team if they're not starters. Some didn't like the coach. Is Terrence Mann is better than Max Strus?
Yes,
Yeah, I'll say so. Yeah, he's
he
better.
is.
I mean, come on, man. There's a lot of players on the Clippers better than the.
I think they role players are definitely. I just think that when you don't have your stars, it's kind of like a cake. You can make a good ass cake as far as like with the scratch, but if you ain't got like the eggs or the what I'm saying the batter, it's only gonna go so far. And that's why I think a team like Miami, even though their role players are better on the Clippers, the fact that you ain't got you ain't got one of your stars, that's what makes it like it's a little bit too much to deal with.
So Bruce, you think that the Clippers team without Kawhi, they could have beaten Milwaukee?
Yes,
No, shit, no.
yes. If Spoelstra was their coach,
Not with Westbrook.
okay.
Wait,
Westbrook and
who's gonna guard Giannis?
Come on, man.
Don't tell me Zubac.
We
Or
just foul Giannis. Giannis go to the free throw line. What's gonna happen?
Yeah,
nah,
we gonna go
I
for
can't
7 for
see it.
18, Bruce from the line. He gonna
I
miss
just keep
14 free
fouling.
throws.
I keep fouling Giannis and I score.
Now, if you taking Giannis off the books and Jimmy off Miami, then I'm with you. But if they got if they got their stars and
Milwaukee
Kawhi and
had
PG out,
Giannis and Brook Lopez. Come on, man. Giannis
what
and
you
Brook
mean? That's
Lopez.
all. What you mean? That's all they had.
Giannis,
What
Brook
you mean?
Lopez, Drew Holiday.
Chris Middleton played, didn't he?
Yes.
he did.
So Miami beat them. So how come the Clippers cannot beat them? Everything is possible, man.
Cause of bad game plan. That's why.
Jimmy Butler, man.
Bad game
That's
plan by
why
the
Jimmy
coach.
Butler.
By
Yeah,
the
by the
coach.
coach. Yeah.
Exactly. That's why I said Spoelstra is better than Ty Lue.
So it's just
So
a
yeah, I agree
coaching.
with
It's
that.
just a coaching thing for you, Bruce. Like you just want to
Yes.
swap the coaches out.
Yes. Ty
Okay.
Lue coached
Nah,
the Miami Heat. They lose 4-0.
Damn.
nah.
You know what?
I still think Westbrook gonna fold, he gonna because as good as Westbrook was, he still was doing some dumb shit out there. He still was making me like, what the fuck are you doing?
Hey,
As
Miami
good
Heat
as
was
he
doing
played,
some dumb. Miami Heat was doing some dumb stuff in 4, 5, 6. That's why I was like, I'm done.
I think Miami
yeah,
has a more better championship mindset. So I think that helps them against teams like this where they're like battle tested. So if you want to say Miami as an organization, like as far as the togetherness as a team, it's better than Clippers, yeah. Um, I just don't know, Bruce. If you swap Spoelstra, I don't know if they even with that they'll still beat a team like Milwaukee with Giannis or Miami with Jimmy. I just don't know.
Okay.
Just don't know.
I mean, Miami does not really have a center. I mean, Zeller did not even play tonight. Did
Nah, they
Zeller
don't.
play? Did Zeller play?
Nah, I
Nah,
didn't see him.
no,
Nah, they can play.
they don't. They don't have no bigs.
I mean,
That
I
shit
mean,
crazy.
I mean, Bam Adebayo. I'm sorry, M Mayo. Well, he did not play like a big today. He was a small
That motherfucker.
because I didn't
Ass.
see him on the court. He didn't do nothing, right?
Nothing. He allergic to rebounding. That
Yo,
motherfucker.
yo, can I ask y'all a
For real.
question?
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead, bro.
Yo, when did Jokic come to the Denver Nuggets?
2014.
Um, 2014. Yeah.
Right. 2014 and Murray he came with 2016, right?
Yep.
Right.
2016. Yeah.
So what I'm saying is Miami did far as gave who they drafted a real window to winning, right? Like they didn't microwave that between Murray and Jokic, you know. They went to the playoffs. They had the 3-1 thing. Y'all remember that? So I'm just saying all that to say the front office didn't give up on them. You know what I mean? I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan, so I see.
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying? Or they be doing wild shit. So what I'm
Yeah.
you know, I'm looking at it like a fan, like what the team looked like from the draft picks, because this is where the teams are successful. That's in the finals. They did, let's be realistic, like they did because of their draft picks, not a player they got from another team. You could say that for the most part with Jimmy. He came in, he led the team. That happens too. But you got two situations. You got one with Miami where it's a free
Mm.
agent. He came to Miami Heat to lead the team with Bam, which is a draft pick, Hero, which is a
Right.
draft pick. They get a lot of draft pick. Jimmy is the only one that's not drafted. You know what I'm saying? For
Oh,
the
your
most
mic
part.
cutting out. Your
But
mic
but
cutting out,
Breezy,
Breezy.
but
Oh, my
Breezy,
fault.
if you build your team from the draft, it's not always going to be successful. Like, take a look at the 76ers. They
No,
get.
all right,
All right,
yeah,
go ahead.
yeah. Go ahead. I'm listening to you.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
take a
we
look
know
at the
that trust the process.
76ers, that
Yeah.
right,
That,
they
man,
get
that's
Been
choking
hell.
right now. The process is
right, they
choking.
get Embiid, Ben Simmons, Okafor, all these draft picks, and Markelle Fulton. It didn't really turn out good. It didn't really turn out good for them. So it's not always going to be successful.
All right.
The
Okay.
players have
Give
to.
me another example. Give me another example of that happening. Because I think that's rare. I think that just was a dud on their part. Give me another example of it
Oh, go ahead.
in recent history.
Recent years, I'm gonna say just the Sixers for now. In recent years,
But
because
if
if you go,
you,
So
if
it
because
was
I
at
can say
one
the Bulls,
time
I can say the Bulls after Mike left,
the
but
Bulls
that's not recent.
I mean the
they had
Warriors,
D
the
Rose.
Warrior,
They
the
was
War,
successful.
the Warriors drafted and they had success.
No, I'm talking about teams that
Oh,
drafted and
drafted
it didn't work out.
didn't work
Like
out.
it
The
was a
I
Minnesota
dud.
Timberwolves.
mean,
Minnesota Timberwolves.
Right. All right, no, but what I'm saying,
So
okay, hold on. There's criticism from D'Lo said something about the Wolves organization. He ain't like playing there, and Wiggins came out and said something too. So again, I wasn't just going on that theory and just being 100 with it, whatever. I was just saying,
but who
putting it
did they
out there.
draft though? They
Hold on,
drafted
right?
Cat.
Who you mean the Brooklyn Nets?
No, Minnesota.
Minnesota? They drafted Andrew Wiggins. They drafted at the number one
No,
pick.
they
They
didn't. They traded
Cleveland
for
did,
him.
and Cleveland on the draft night, right?
But okay. I don't really count that because that was some LeBron shit. But I guess we could. I see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
but all right. What I'm trying to get at is the teams that are winning championships, building it from the draft. The winning formula
yeah,
to winning the NBA is building from the draft. If you try to skip that formula 9 times out of 10, you're not going to win,
It's
especially with
not
the
gonna work.
word. So I'm saying that to say, with Miami, the player development, the whoever is in charge of that, like that needs to be focused on. You know what I mean?
you
Like,
mean Pat Riley?
Yeah, I'm with
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah,
Pat Riley doing this shit over there.
word.
Yeah, and Alonzo too.
I mean, if
For
you look
real.
at your team, the Nets, you have a lot of assets, man. You have a lot of assets. You have too many players playing the same position. You need to
Yeah,
get some. You need to do some trades.
yeah. Nah, we need more structure, but I think we build around Clax,
Hey,
uh,
if you don't
Quinn
like
and Bridges.
what's his name, Cam Thomas, you can give it to the Clippers. We'll take him.
Nah. We at the
We
thing.
don't
The
need we
fans.
don't need Cam Thomas. I want him to stay with Brooklyn. I want him. I like what they got with him over there.
Nah,
He's
the
just too
fans.
He's
The
not playing.
fans.
They're not playing him.
Nah, the fans want
good.
him to get minutes. They be chanting his name at the home games and all that. Like we love Cam Thomas, the fans do, but he, for some reason or another, he ain't win the coaches over.
They're
But
not
they
gonna
won't
play him
trade
next
him.
year
So
too.
I don't,
They're
I
not
don't.
gonna.
I
They're
want him
not
to
gonna.
start next season for real. I want this the starting lineup to me for right now without any changes. Like just the lineup. I mean, just the roster we have right now. I got him starting at 2. I got Spence at 1. I got Mikal Bridges at 3. I don't want Mikal Bridges at 2. We put him at 2, and again, the significance of him being at 2 is that he'll get the ball at the elbow by the 3. Case in point, when he was on the Suns, the way he was scoring the ball for the most part was hitting that corner 3, and it. In the scouting report, you had to respect his corner 3. If he go for the 3 and you don't jump, you're gonna get to go to the bench. So case in point is he led the league. He led the NBA in corner 3-pointers at one time last season. So case in point, he came to the conclusion that he got to run the offense because Booker wasn't in the lineup, and he was averaging 17 before he came to the Nets early in the season. And then when he came to the Nets, went up to averaging 27 points. So I will put him at the 3, so that way he'll be at the elbow. I mean, he'll be at the corner opposed to being at the elbow. I put Cam Thomas at the elbow because he'll be playing the 2, and that's the significance of us having a smooth offense. You feel me? I feel like that's how we all had it off because again, it's about playmakers. In the finals, you think about who's the playmakers on. They got Jamal Murray and Jokic. They playmakers. They could put the ball on the floor and make plays for other players. They playmakers. You feel what I'm saying? Like Cam Thomas could do that for the Brooklyn Nets, but they gotta give him the ball. They be putting him in situations where they ain't running no sets. They ain't got no pick and rolls, no back picks, no the ball. Nobody's moving around. Y'all just standing here for him to do some amazing shit. Like he's not gonna do that every play. Like, but even when he do, he scored 43 games in a row. And my thing is, and he scored 40 the last game of the season. And you don't hear him in no. Everybody want to say he in trade talks. The Brooklyn Nets really don't want to trade him. It's like they don't know what to do with him. And I think he made the slogan "Ain't shit funny" because he talking about his career. You know what I'm saying? He really want to, play basketball. If it's not with the Brooklyn Nets, he want to play somewhere. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Man, we got 20 people here, man. Should get them likes up, man. Get them likes up. For y'all, man. Get these likes up and yeah. Titan, who your team, man? I know BZ's Brooklyn. We Clippers and Bubba's Philly. Who your team?
I'm a Mavs fan, but I rock with Kawhi. Kawhi, my favorite player, then it'd be Jimmy. But I'm a Mavs fan. I've been a Mavs fan since Nash and Dirk days.
Okay. All right. So what's the off season looking for y'all this off season? What y'all need to do?
Kyrie is a snake. I don't trust him. We need to go ahead and just get him out the way. When we first got him, I was confused. We gotta get rid of that snake. Luca, he on thin ice because I don't like his playing style. But we need a big, bro. We need a big. I thought Christian Wood was gonna do more. We need a big to help out Luca. Uh,
Yeah.
we should have kept Brunson. I was saying that before he went on and had this season he had. Oh man, we got a lot of stuff we gotta do, bro. Like
You're in trouble,
I
man.
think
You're
we
in
get a
trouble.
big. Yeah, we in trouble, especially with this Kyrie stuff, man. He a snake. I don't
What's
trust him.
going on with JaVale McGee?
Yeah.
He need to retire. He need to go and lay it down. It's old man. We need a big man. We need somebody to help
I
He
help
heard
got
Luke
like
out.
2 more years left though.
I
Yo,
heard Heard something about DeAndre Ayton.
Nah, he's
Hey,
gonna be more
I would,
angry. He's
hey,
gonna be more angry playing with Luka because he's not gonna get the ball. He's gonna be watching him dribble, 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 and do the stupid
I don't
step.
know, Bruce. I don't
I
know. You
know.
think
Now that
so?
they pick and roll, if they pick and roll, Luka gonna throw that alley. If
Yeah.
if if
Uh,
they run that pick and
Yo,
roll, Luka gonna throw that alley, bro.
can
I'm
can
telling you.
Titan
can
TV,
can
yo,
Luka play
Titan
up the
TV, y'all
ball?
miss Doe? I wanted to ask you, Titan TV, point. I just wanted to ask Titan TV, do y'all miss Doe? Was Doe knocking down threes for y'all?
You talking about Finney Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we do. I think we did. I think that did hurt us, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Finney Smith, he was nice, but he one of them players like
Well, he's knocking down the three though.
yeah, every now and then he
You
was.
traded him
He was alright.
you traded him and you left Reggie Bullock
He's
who
never
builds
knocking
bricks.
down threes
Right.
for us.
And
That's my
I
guy though.
think Finney Smith was better than Bullock. Bullock too inconsistent. I do kind of miss him, but it's whatever. He ain't that good to where we can replace him if we do it right.
You're in
It's
trouble.
replace. It's easy to replace though. I ain't gonna lie, yo. He was getting me tight, man. I don't know if the Brooklyn Nets gonna keep doing the off season, man. But he got height, and he's a player that I would want us to develop because he's young. We like 24.
Uh,
I'm not 100% sure.
I think he's like 20. Isn't he like 20 in his? I think he's in his mid 20s, mid late 20s.
Yeah, nah, I don't know, man. They might trade though. I ain't gonna cap.
He
They
bring you
might.
some straight defense, but he ain't all that. He could be replaced.
Yeah, he a role player.
Real talk.
You don't
Yeah,
like
he
nobody
a
on the
role.
team besides Luka.
I really don't, bro. I like
Do,
Cleveland
do you
as
like
a
Jason? Do you like Jason Kidd?
yeah,
Here we go.
I do.
Uh-oh.
He ain't perfect, but he alright. He alright. We got a lot of work to do.
Jason Kidd.
Luca,
So
I don't even like Luca. How people would think. I don't like most Mavs fans. They want to make excuses for him, but his playing style that ain't gonna get it, bro.
yo,
That
hold
ain't
on.
gonna get it.
Hold on. You're a Mavs fan. Let me ask. Can I ask you? You mind if I ask a question,
Go
PJ?
ahead, Breeze. Yeah, go ahead, bro. I'll
Hold
ask
on.
what y'all want. Go ahead.
Yeah. I want to ask Brunson. How do y'all miss Brunson? I gotta know. Now, let me ask my question in context from earlier conversation. He's a draft pick, 33rd, I think, right? Draft pick for the Mavs. You guys get him.
Right,
So I know y'all got him. And I looked at his stats. I seen him increase and get better every year or whatnot, right? So
right.
how, again, I want to ask, how do you feel about losing Brunson to get to it?
Man, I didn't want. Like I said earlier, I thought that was stupid. That was stupid to let him go. Because when Luca went down in the playoffs last year, I think it was the second round against Utah. Shit, Bronson had our team right. Like the way Bronson played is going to lead to more wins versus how Luca played. Luca ball dominant. He dribble. I call him the white James Harden. He dribble, and if he ain't got no shot, that's when he gonna try to make something happen. It's too late. You got fucking 3 seconds left on the play clock by then. But I mean, I miss Bronson, bro. And I'm not just saying that, because of the season he had. I already knew what it was hitting for when we didn't sign him. We should have signed
Right,
him, bro.
right.
That was a big mistake, bro.
Yeah, all right. So again, now I know Luca had a great year next to Brunson, and can you just kind of articulate how Brunson made it easy for Luca to do what Luca do?
Because he's that, like, once Luca don't have nothing, he's that second ball handler. But he's better at making plays. He's better at getting players involved, in my opinion. He's better at, like, when Bronson controlling the ball,
Right.
the offense flow better. Like he getting players, he making plays. Like he just a better. It might not seem like that if you looking at the stat sheet, but if you watching the game, bro, when Bronson running that point, He's attacking. He know when to attack and when to make plays.
He's
Luca
a winner.
just fucking
He's a winner. That's something that he
yeah.
has that
Like
Luca
it's
don't
kind of
have.
hard
He
to
has winning
explain if you
intent.
watching it.
Yeah.
Right. Luca just a talent. Like he like James Harden. Like he just dribble. Like he makes some amazing plays, but you gotta know when to do the shit, bro.
But
You
now what
know,
I'm
if
saying
it
is,
makes sense.
it's like Luca is he struggling to carry Jalen Brunson weight, right? Like Brunson made it so much easier for him, and it's like since Luca trying to replace him, he tried to do it with Kyrie. But I just think that Brunson been there for years, like building chemistry. You can't replace chemistry. Like you could probably replace talent. You got Kyrie and you don't got Brunson, but you can't replace chemistry, man. You know,
That's facts.
again, what I was saying earlier about the draft, man. You gotta the teams that believe the player development department, those guys. When you believe in your draft picks, these guys they come from college. They dream is to come to the NBA. That's their dream. Like
Right.
you believe in them. They gonna play hard. They gonna show you they belong here. You know what I'm saying? Like they
Right.
because they playing before. It's not all business with them. You getting them with it where they showing you they belong here before they could talk business. Yo, man, pay attention to the draft picks. Miami and Denver is in the finals because more so of their draft picks. Yeah, you could say Jimmy, but Caleb Martin been showing up huge, man. Like
Yeah, of course.
worse. So I don't know, man. I'm just saying draft
Oh,
picks
you
are
right. I'm
important.
with you.
Draft picks are
I'm
important,
with you,
bro.
bro. That super team shit, that shit don't work, man. LeBron don't fuck the league up with this shit. Now we back to this real basketball. This is good for the
Yep.
league.
Yeah, this is great for the league. Great for the
Um,
league.
BJ, I disagree with you, man. I think Caleb Martin is the MVP. I disagree
Yeah. Why you say Martin, Bruce?
because when Jimmy Butler been playing games, Caleb Martin keep making plays, keep scoring, keeping the Heat afloat
Mm.
until Jimmy Butler started to wake up, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
I mean, Jimmy Butler was asleep since game three because he didn't really do anything in game three. It was Gabe Vincent and the other guys that won the game. So Jimmy Butler wake up game six in the fourth quarter, right?
Mm.
And
Mm.
this game he only wake up like second quarter, really. And he was hitting all those threes, mid range, going to the basket, grabbing rebounds. And he was, man, come on, man. He was a better 3-point shooter than Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
Bruce, you're trying to give him a Magic Johnson Finals MVP.
And when you look, yeah, that was when you look at the field goal percentage, Jimmy Butler field goal percentage was horrible. He was getting free throws. That's why he scored all those points, especially last game, right? So to me, Caleb Martin was robbed, but Jimmy Butler got it. Okay, I mean the best player on the team won, but I think the best Heat player in the series was Caleb Martin.
That's fair. I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, I think that's a discussion. The way he played today. What y'all think? What you guys think about Jimmy getting it?
I think it go to Jimmy just from what I don't. It wasn't never a time when in the series where I just felt like throughout the series, Jimmy was the most impactful. Whether
What?
he was
Okay.
whether he was fucking up or not, like Jimmy, like for example, last game. All right, you could say Caleb Martin played better, but in the crunch time, who put them in they lost, but who put them in that position for them to they basically won, but Boston made a good play with point 1 seconds left. But who put them in that position? Who got them back up in the
Duncan
crunch
Robinson
time?
and Caleb Martin.
Duncan Robinson missed 2 wide open threes. The game would have been over.
That's true. But if he didn't score all those threes, when Celtics were doing all those turnovers, and Caleb Martin was not keeping the Heat in striking distance, because Bam and Jimmy Butler, I started to call him Hemi, we're not there.
Bruce, I think Caleb going off, I think it's a result of get the ball out of Jimmy's hands and force the other guys to beat you. That's what I think it is.
The Celtics were doing to Jimmy Butler what they did to KD. But
right,
but instead of
him, right?
but he didn't. Jimmy Butler was different than KD because he didn't let them do that to him. He got out of it because he went to the basket, got active, because KD was just standing around, get frustrated. But Jimmy Butler just kept attacking. But the Celtics were trying to do to Jimmy Butler what they did to KD. But the difference is so as a Nets fans, there were others. The Nets didn't have a Caleb Martin because Kyrie didn't do anything, and so that's what I think.
Yeah, and I think that Jimmy also was playing closer to the basket as well. But KD don't play closer to the basket. He'd rather face you up, hit jump shots and stuff like that. And him playing closer to the basket kind of allowed him to get some couple points in and, get to the free throw line a couple times as well.
Yeah.
I mean, from the statistics level, if we look at the statistics on both Caleb and Jimmy, I mean, Jimmy beat Caleb. This is Jimmy numbers right here on the bottom. He beat Caleb in points, rebounds, assists, and steals. Now, the shooting percentage was to Caleb because he didn't have the responsibility to break down the defense, and he doesn't have the highest usage rate. So he was more so catching and shooting.
Right.
A lot of his shots was catch and shooting. So you're asking Jimmy to do a number of things and play defense. I'm like really not concerned with the shoot. Like, that's not what his role consumes of. He has to be a knockdown shooter, like catch and shoot guy. That's not what he's gonna be. He's the point guard. He's a lockdown defender, and you ask him to score the ball.
I think Caleb was playing a hard defense too.
Yeah. Caleb plays. Yeah, he plays aggressive defense. It's just the usage rate I look at Jimmy had to do and responsibilities. I think that they go by what Jimmy does.
Okay.
And Caleb just did what he was supposed to do. That's what you supposed to do, man. When you the second guy, like
was he supposed to be the second guy? Wasn't that the job of M. Mayo? So
I think that's true. I think we starting to see Adebayo just not. He was never the second option. I think, and this is going to be interesting to see what Tyler Hero do when he come back. Is he going to start? Is he going to come off the bench? I mean, where you going to put Tyler at?
Yeah, he got to come off
six man.
Come off the bench. 6 man.
Yeah,
he got to.
Because the team they rolling right now. You don't want to mess up anything they got going on,
especially
heading to the finals. Yeah, especially going into the finals, you don't want to mess up anything they got going on.
Yeah, I think you start him off the bench and then see how he plays, because he can give you a 20-25 piece. The problem with Tyler is that his shot selection, and he can get jump shot happy.
That's what I was gonna say. All he wants to do is wear those stupid hats that is gonna go fishing. I don't know what. That's all he wants to do. The fashion stuff.
Yeah, I definitely don't trust him. I don't trust Hero.
Yeah, I don't trust him either. But hey, they gonna need everything they can to beat this Denver team. I think they can do it.
Yeah, they can.
Who's gonna guard KCP?
Shit, they got guys from
Yeah, you can put
KCP.
anybody in front as long as they stay in front of his ass. Just stay, put a hand in his face. That's all you got to do to his ass.
Yeah, I know
I'll
KCP
put
is gonna
Don't give
kill
him no
Struce.
open look.
yeah,
KCP
put
is gonna kill
Struce.
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 Yeah.
I hope they do to Jokic what they did to Embiid last year.
Jokic is better than Embiid. He's smarter than Embiid.
Yeah,
Stop it.
I gotta give it to him.
Stop
Stop
it.
He
it.
is,
Okay.
bro.
All season I've been saying Embiid is
Yeah,
better,
me
and then
too.
he
Stop it.
disappeared in
He
the
is,
playoff.
bro.
Come on,
I've
Stop
man.
been
it.
saying Embiid better than Jokic too, and I'm just like, man.
Same
After
here.
I seen them playoffs, bro, I was like, man, this got frustrating to watch, bro. He got
BJ, can I ask you a
everything.
question?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
How many times you see Jokic get double team, triple team, or whatever?
All the time.
He gets
That's a
double
lie.
team.
All the time.
That's
He
on
just
Lakers
got
were
everybody.
doing that, man. What
Bro,
are you
he
talking
barely
about?
gets double team. Bro,
What?
against Brooklyn,
They put
listen,
Hashimura on Jokic just so AD can double him.
bro, against
And
Brooklyn, the
when
first
you
play, Embiid gets triple teamed off the rip. I was like, damn, that's a hell of a
Okay.
you know
play.
what's gonna happen when you double team Jokic, you know what's gonna happen, right?
I
his
mean, he's a great,
passing.
yeah, he's a great
He
passer, so
gon'
he
he
can
gon'
find guys.
He gonna
yeah.
pick him
So that
apart.
that in there right there.
I
Yo,
mean,
Embiid not doing it.
Embiid, since he got that Brazilian girl, he doesn't care about championship, man.
It's probably better if you don't double Jokic because he's still gonna pick your ass
Yeah, I'm
apart.
about to say the same thing. You probably should just single coverage him because he gonna find an open man. He gonna find him. So
That's bro. That's deadly. That's saying a lot. Like I'm
hey,
not even gonna double him. Fuck him. He gonna beat us. He gonna beat us.
Man, your Sixers fans might feel sick. You choose Tobias Harris over Joel. I
Nah,
mean, over
listen.
Jimmy Butler.
They didn't choose Tobias Harris over Jimmy. They chose Ben Simmons over Jimmy.
Come on, man, stop it,
Even
bro.
Embiid, listen. Even Embiid said
Jimmy
it.
Butler said it.
Embiid even said it. They chose. Listen, here's the history. So in the playoffs, right? Brett Brown took the ball handling duties from Ben Simmons and he gave it to Jimmy. And after the series ended, he was not happy, so he went to the front office and told him it's either him or me. And
Yeah.
they got rid of Jimmy. And Tobias Harris was a free agent that year. You don't want him to walk for free because you just traded Jimmy. That's why they
So
gave him that
why
contract.
did Jimmy said why you chose
That's what he
Tobias over?
that's what he thought. I mean, Embiid even said this story on JJ Redick
Yeah.
podcast.
So
Go
everything
listen
is
to it.
Ben Simmons' fault. Come on, man.
Bro, so I
let
don't
me
know why
go.
you keep defending this light skinned dude, bro.
Ben Simmons is ass.
Yeah, I
All right,
don't
go ahead,
think
BJ.
he's gonna be out the job in about a couple of years, probably next year. The realist, what's good, bro?
What's good, fellas? Big win, man. Big win. Big win, man. I hate that it was a blowout. You hate to see them game 7 blowouts, where it's like, damn. But yeah, man, that was a big win. I hate that Tatum got injured, at the beginning of the game, because I'm seeing all over YouTube and the internet, they using that excuse and shit. And I hate that. I know that's gonna be the talking point tomorrow for the media, that Jason Tatum was injured and he was playing on one leg and all that BS. But man, that was a big win, They
Mhm.
they didn't let them boys, make history on them, and that's big, man.
Big.
That's real big. Cause shit, I man, I'm thinking like, wow, man, this gonna be something, man. If Miami blow a 3-0 lead, man, that was gonna be bad, man. I'm not gonna lie, that was gonna be bad. So yeah, I mean, it was a big win, definitely a big win. Then to blow them boys out the way they did, and I believe I think Boston kind of gave up. I think they gave up, man, in that fourth quarter. To be honest, at the beginning in that fourth quarter, I felt like they gave up.
They did. They did. All them threes they missed, it took the momentum out the game
Yeah,
for them.
yeah. And Chuck said something very
Nine
important.
for 42. 9 over
Chuck
42.
said, Chuck said, you're not gonna get that from Denver. So Miami got to be, like I say, it's gonna be tough, man. It's if Jimmy can get this ring, it would be very impressive, BJ, but it's gonna be tough. It's gonna
It
be
sounds
very
like
tough.
real basketball is back, man. That's what it sounds like.
Huh?
I said it sounds like real basketball is back.
I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean,
Fuck
you
all
got
this super team shit.
a lot of people want. I mean, a lot of people want Jimmy to win, and everybody trying to say, oh, would this be the most impressive championship? I think so. I'm not gonna lie. If Jimmy can do it, I think this guy. I mean, you definitely got to give it to him. You definitely got to give it to him, man. The route he went, knock off all the top teams. Like, come on, man.
I
If
don't
you
see how
like you
you
said,
how you
you beat
wouldn't
what?
give it to
You
him.
beat he beat what? Milwaukee? Well, no, he didn't beat Philly. Okay, so Milwaukee, the Knicks, and then you
Celtics.
beat Boston.
And the
Then you
defending
go over
Eastern
to the
champ,
West and beat Denver. Come on, man.
the number
Come
one
on.
seed in the West.
Come on now, man. You
Gotta
gotta
give
give
it
it
to
to
him.
him, man.
But you gotta go
Yeah.
do it.
What's your chances you give Miami to beat Denver, the realest?
Damn, man. I said good. Man, oh man, good. Give him about
Be,
man.
be careful, Big Tone listening.
Hey, man, I got
Sucker.
Denver winning. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna stand with that. I got Denver winning. I give them, man. I give them 30. Let's say I give them 40, man. What the hell? I give them 40, man.
What the series gonna be?
You know,
4-1,
I was
4-2.
never into picking the whole how many games. You know, I was never really into that. How many games gonna go? But man, yeah, I just think, man, it's gonna be tough, BJ. It's gonna be tough, man, for Jimmy to.
See,
Because like I
that's
say,
why.
Denver gonna be on their shit, man.
Yeah, you're going to the boom boom room, man.
Now you know what? You know what? Because I told Big Tone, man. I remember last year when Miami was doing bad, and man, Big Tone was coming on Mookie's channel talking. I mean, he was one thing I can respect, man. Like I say, not a guy that don't follow a player. He stick with that team. This his team, and he came in, man. He was talking this shit, saying, "I guarantee y'all, we gonna be in the finals." So when you see all of that shit, and like I said, I've been listening to James, man, over there on Ticket. He going back and forth, man. So like I say, man, you talk shit, man. This is your time to talk shit. Because everybody had Miami losing. Everybody. So like I say,
Bro, I
man,
think if I'm not mistaken, I think myself, I heard Jimmy say the same thing. We're gonna be in the finals last year, like right
yeah,
after the series, bro.
yeah.
So
And like I say, man, Big Tone really the only Miami Heat channel that I know of on YouTube. And like I say, last
mhm.
year, I remember, man, last year he was talking this shit even when they was playing bad. He was like, "We going to the finals. I guarantee y'all, we going to the finals." And shit, look
Right,
at them. They're in the
right.
finals, man. So
They're in the finals.
they're in the finals,
Ah,
man. So
yeah.
that whole LA Lakers and Boston storyline, that shit
Remember,
is
I
gone.
had like
Right.
I I had people coming on the panel talking about, oh, it's set up for LeBron to win the title. It's set up for the Lakers in Boston. That shit didn't happen. No one thought it would be the Heat and the Nuggets in the finals, bro. No one.
Nah.
No one.
No, nobody didn't think that. Nope. I I'm not gonna lie. I thought they was really gonna push LeBron in the finals. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think it was going when people was like, "Oh, we're gonna get the repeat of the bubble." I didn't see that. I didn't think we was gonna get the repeat of the bubble. Even though we got the
Mhm.
whole Final Four, of the bubble. I didn't think it was gonna be the exact repeat of it. So
The question is a lot of people gonna watch the finals?
I think so.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
so.
so.
I think so.
I think I like Miami. I think they're exciting to watch, bro. Honestly,
Right.
Yeah.
but
Just so is Denver. Denver be killing
You,
shit.
you know why? You know why Miami's so excited to watch? Because you know they the underdog. And sometimes,
Yeah.
exactly,
man, it's fun rooting for that underdog team, man.
exactly.
I always root for the underdog.
They always got that fighting mentality, that fighting spirit.
Right.
I cannot watch Carl Lowry, man. I'm sorry. I cannot watch Carl Lowry.
You mean Mike Lowry, Bruce?
Come on,
Mike
Bruce.
Larry.
Mike
That
Lowry.
motherfucker.
Carl
Hey.
Lowry, man.
What up,
Like I
Kirk?
said,
What's good, bro?
Man, what's good, BJ? What's good, y'all?
it was good.
What's
Salute,
good
dude.
with you, man?
Ain't nothing, man. I just got off work and I seen this. I was looking at the TV and I was seeing Boston getting whooped. like,
Mm-hmm.
even though I said Celtics in 7, but I keep forgetting that the Heat got more dog than them. And I'm not gonna even give no Boston no excuse because I know JT fucked up his ankle. But I'm like, I mean, that it's game 7. I don't give a fuck what you do. If you can play, you can play. So and I seen they was trying to ride Derek White for a minute too, and I was like, that's not gonna work. And Caleb Martin, I mean, that dude has been the most consistent player in the Miami Heat series by far to me. If not, Caleb Martin then Jimmy Butler. I'm not saying
That's not good.
he's been the more consistent player than Jimmy. He's always showed up, even in bad games. He showed up. So Miami just showed toughness. They bought their tickets and they said we're going to Denver. So I give them that. Jimmy didn't fade. Like I said in Game 6, Jimmy showed you who he was in Game 6, even though he had a bad game. He showed up when he needed to, and just like how he showed up in this game when he needed to, his team showed up when he needed to, and Miami has the better leadership because Boston, they was just riding off. Like I'm thinking about their faces in Game 6 when Derek White hit that buzzer beater. They was so surprised to win in Miami Heat. They was like, "Damn, Derek White hit it," but it's the next game. Boston's like, "Oh, we finally get another chance." No, like Miami deserves to win.
So,
Right.
do you really think that Miami bought Delta tickets to go to Denver?
I believe that. I'm pretty sure. I
Don't they
really
have
do.
a private plane?
Oh yeah, I'm stupid. Yeah, you right. My bad.
I just don't see how that information would get out. Like, oh, what? Like you bought tickets to a city that you before you even played the game. I just don't.
Yeah, okay, now
I ain't
me
never
thinking about
seen
it like
nothing like
that.
that.
Y'all right though. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, nah.
I mean, it could have been true. If they lost, they would have just canceled it.
Yeah, that's true too. I mean, but like you said, they have a private jet and all that shit. So it's like, I mean,
Yeah, they right.
I didn't even think of it like that. But basically, what that meant was they was ready for the game, and we both know they was well prepared. Like just Boston was really surprised they was in a game 7. Like they was like, I can't believe it, and the Heat's like, fuck that, we're gonna get a win. They're like, we're mad we lost, but you know what I'm saying? They wasn't that discouraged. Boston was way more surprised that Derek White hit that shot more than Miami. So
Uh, Tatum injury did
I
not.
kind of like what Spo said. He said, like he said, we're going to Boston. We don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna win.
Boston gave that game on a silver platter.
Ta- Tatum
Hmm.
Tatum injury. Tatum injury did not cause the Celtics to lose. When they
Thank you.
decided to shoot
No,
threes,
it
Thank
didn't.
you,
9
Bruce.
for 42, 9 for 42, shooting threes for no reason.
Hmm.
And man, that's what they got, man. They say, man, JT, man, that injury did it, man. That's all over the
Nah,
internet, all over YouTube.
it's
All them
not.
Miami
bad
beat,
threes.
they
That's
they
what
they
did it.
saying
All them
Miami
bad
beat an
threes.
injured team. That's what they saying.
I'm not.
Miami beat an injured team, man.
Yeah.
Nah,
Well, that's
man. I'm
funny
not gonna
because
say that.
when Jimmy got hurt last year, nobody said that.
Right.
When
That's right.
his whole leg was fucked up for the whole series,
But
no
but
one
let's
said
be
that.
let's be honest, BJ. They wanted to see Boston pull that off, make
Oh
history.
yeah,
Of
They
course,
of
wanted to see
course.
that. So they
of course.
They wanted to see that.
That's why
So
they gave him.
it's a lot of
That's why
mad
they
people,
moved.
man.
Thank
That's why
Caleb
they
Martin,
put
bro.
3 seconds on the clock in Game 6. It was supposed to be 2.1 seconds.
Facts. Caleb Martin said, man, Caleb Martin won the game, bro. Let's be honest, bro. He won that game. Caleb Martin was balling, man. He hit every key shot, man. He was doing his thing, bro.
That's what I say.
Caleb
I
Martin
just
was dogging.
I think Caleb Martin is. I think he was the piece for them to win, but I'm more of a believer of you give it to the player who his impact all around, offensively,
Right.
defensively, mentally, the leader of the team. Like they go as Jimmy goes. So myself, Jimmy puts faith in those guys to play the way they play. Caleb, Gabe Vincent, Max Strus, he puts that confidence in those guys to play. That's why it's even more impressive what he's doing. That's why I say, okay, that's why he's the MVP because it's most valuable to your team. You take one of those guys off the team.
Right.
What are they if they take Jimmy off the team?
Oh shit,
I
they're
think
like
people
worse
forget
than
to be
Hornets.
in MVP. His value is not the offensive player of the series. It's the most valuable.
Yeah,
Exactly. You take
Well,
Caleb Martin off the team. What are the Miami Heat?
that confidence didn't work on M. Mayo and Mayo
he's
or
just
He just
Kala.
ass.
he's just ass, man. He needs to work in this game, bro. He needs to work. He needs to work on that mid-range game, bro. I don't know what's up with Bam. He has that mid-range open every time he's on the court and just misses it, or he just doesn't take it. And
Bro, I'm
Bam is some
telling you,
shit, man.
he's never worked on it, bro. He's all been athleticism. That's all he's been.
Hmm.
He never worked on his skill set. Never. So you gonna tell him to work on it now? It's kind of like, man,
How old is Bam? Like 26?
Yeah, 25, 26.
He still got
yeah.
way more potential. That's the crazy part. He has so much potential. It's ridiculous, man. He's really good defensively, but offensively, he's trash,
He's
man.
trash, bro.
Handle
Yeah.
still
But
his
but
biggest pick.
how y'all think he averaged 20 in the regular season though?
No, he can do it. He can. Bam can do that. He averaged 20 in the regular season. You said?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not
Yeah, for
bad,
the
bro. That's
first
still,
time.
bro. Bam's still a good, but like his potential, he can definitely average 27 in the regular season, but so much money.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Hassan Whiteside has better offense.
Ooh, hold up. Oh, shit, he might be right.
Yeah, I agree with that. I
I'm
agree.
with
He might be right.
I agree with that.
He might be right, man. He's some shit, man. He's some shit, boy. He's some shit.
Yeah, Bam averaged 20 points per game this year. Averaged 19 last year. 18 this year before that. 15. He's averaged over 15 points the last 4 seasons, but he can't average 15 points in the playoffs.
That's
That's
crazy.
hard.
Yeah, man.
So
But
much
then
potential,
people
bro.
want to knock Jimmy for not being as good in the regular season as he is in the playoffs.
And doesn't matter. Matter. That's crazy.
Shit,
That don't
crazy,
even
bro.
fucking matter. Even Kawhi said it, bro. He said it. What he said at the beginning of the season. He was like, "I don't care about this regular season, bro." I'm just trying to
Hey, they just had another player compare him to Kawhi,
really.
Damian Lillard.
Damian
Who,
said that
Jimmy?
for real.
Jimmy and Kawhi, they're like the same.
What did he say that?
Yeah, they are.
He said it after game 6. He said Jimmy and Kawhi, when it gets to them situations where it matters the most, they turn it up another notch.
Yeah, yeah, they do, bro. They do, bro. That's why I wasn't trying to give Jimmy too much slack on Game 6. They should have won Game 6, bro.
Exactly.
Bro,
Yeah, I think we was all upset. They didn't close it out.
hey, Miami Heat
If
was more
Kawhi
upset.
had Jimmy, how many championships you think they have together?
Hey,
If they would have got
Shit.
him,
Instead of
uh,
PG.
They'll win that bitch down there every year if they
it's hard
stay
to
healthy.
tell if Kawhi's not injured. Kawhi's
I'll
so
tell you what, they don't lose that 3-1 league against Denver in the bubble.
Oh yeah, you
Shit,
know that.
no.
bro. I
You
don't.
know that already.
Here's my. I'm not saying I don't count the bubble. They didn't want to be in the bubble, bro. I don't think. Y'all remember that, bro? There was so much problems with the Clippers. What's his name? Lou Williams, Montrezl Harrell. Like they had so, and then Doc Rivers, bro. I'm not that bubble situation was so weird, bro. I can't even really put it on the
Yeah,
Clippers, bro. It was a weird situation, bro.
they
Man,
really didn't want to
Doc
play in
Rivers
this
lost
shit.
tonight again. Damn, man.
Yeah, bro. Like it was weird, bro. I really don't count that bubble for the Clippers, bro. I really don't, man. Like that
Don't
shit was
don't
weird,
don't
I
say
don't
that to
know.
Lakers fans. Don't say that to Lakers fans.
man.
Right.
Yeah, bro.
But you know what? I can believe when Doc said, when he made that comment saying how the team, the team really didn't. You had players didn't like each other. I can believe that.
I
Like when all
facts.
that stuff came out after the bubble with Trez and them, how they didn't
Mm-hmm.
like, I can believe that, because like
Yeah.
I said,
They were
you go
jealous.
from us, and then we got these superstars, and we know, superstars get, special treatment, but it's like, damn. So I can believe that, but
So what? So why does every players that Doc Rivers coach hate him? Uh, Josh Smith, um, Big Baby, Paul George, right?
James Harden.
I'm not
James
gonna lie.
Harden.
I always felt like that Doc and PG situation was kind of weird, man. Cause so
Yeah,
Yeah,
Chris
that was
Carter's
I thought
involved.
that
ridiculous.
was weird anyway. So
He
Yeah.
said Doc trying to make it into a Ray Allen type of player. Like what type shit is that?
I mean,
no.
if you bringing allegedly STDs to my daughter, you know,
Is that true?
Wait, with the
allegedly that's what I saw on Google. So
I don't
I
know
never
about all
heard
of
that
that,
shit
but
before. This my first. That's crazy.
Mm.
His daughter smashing everybody. Huh?
right, I don't know about all that. But I just
Wow.
like to say him messing on his, cheating on his daughter. That's a tough situation to be in. Now I'm coaching you. So
hmm What's up,
Yeah,
Freddie
man.
G?
Whole situation was weird, bro.
What up, Freddie G? Freddie G. Oh, he's dropped out. Hey, Bubba, how you feel about y'all new head coach?
we got the doctor out, we got the nurse in.
Shit.
I
Let's
mean,
see.
isn't the doctor supposed to be better than the nurse?
Hey,
Right.
Brees,
That's a fake doctor, bro.
that's a fake doctor.
Wow.
Hey, I hope that nurse can keep Embiid on the court. He shouldn't be getting hurt no more.
I mean, the nurse don't have a Kawhi vaccine, man. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
hmm I just want y'all to get past the second round, Bubba. I really do.
Should have beat
I'd be so happy.
Celtics.
Hey man, everybody want that. We
Yeah,
all want
Definitely should have beat the
you're gonna
Celtics.
have another first round championship again. So
First round championship.
That's tough.
And it's
But
crazy is they dust the first round too. They always beat their opponent by like 4 games or like adrenaline sweep. Like they have no problem with the first round. And the second round
so
comes.
you
Wow.
saw how Miami did it in Game 7, went to Boston and dominated him. That's why
yeah,
you couldn't do Philadelphia, Philly, right? With less talent, with
I don't want
Tobias
to.
Harris.
Nah, I don't want to hear that
Mm.
less talent shit.
What?
What?
Oh, stop it right there.
What?
Embiid, Harden, Sebastian, Maxi.
Maxie?
Oh no, stop it, man. Stop it. I love Maxi too.
What?
Maxi, hey, I'm taking Maxi over
Hey, wait, time out.
Caleb Martin all
How many
day.
All Stars that he got,
Stop it. It's not about all stars, man.
bro? That he
Yeah, it
got
is.
three or
First
four.
of
No.
all, you have the
Hold up.
MVP.
Andrew Wiggins and Russell and D'Angelo Russell had an all star. It's not about all stars, bro. Anyone can get
First
all
of all,
star.
you have the MVP, right?
Are you taking Caleb Martin over Maxi? I'm not.
I'm
I'm
taking
taking
Taylor
Maxi.
Martin over Tobias Harris.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. But that's one player though. So what about Max Strus and Maxi?
I'm taking Gabe Vincent over James Harden.
What?
And then
What?
Game 7.
What?
In
What?
Game 7.
He did drop
What?
2 40-point games in that series.
In
I'm
Game
not.
7, I'm taking Gabe Vincent over James Harden.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
I
You
was
You
you
talking
thinking
saying
about
that
Game
of
7?
Caleb
now? You
Merton.
saying that now? You wouldn't say that before that series
No,
started.
Game
I
7.
guarantee
No, no,
you
no.
that.
I see what he's saying, bro. James Harden's a folder. I'm not. I'm taking Gabe Vincent over James Harden in Game 7. The
In Game
series,
Gabe
I'm
7,
taking
Vincent,
yeah.
James Harden.
Gabe Vincent didn't do anything today.
Man, we talking talent, man. We talking talent.
I see
So
what he's
wait, so
saying though.
just because a player's not drafted doesn't mean they don't got talent. Like I hate when people try to do that. That players are not
Bro,
drafted so
James
they don't got
Harden is
talent.
talented. As bad as he is talented. Come on, bro. Don't do that.
He's not
Man,
bad. He dropped 2 40-point games in that series, bro. He won 2 games for them. I
Bro,
mean,
that's
just
Man,
like y'all don't get what I mean. In game 7, I don't want James Harden on my team. And
I
in
get
game
what you mean,
7,
bro. I
so
agree with you. I
so
don't want him on my team
but
either.
what we
so
saying is, in general, Philly is y'all got talent, man. Y'all loaded. Y'all had no excuse to get y'all ass kicked like that.
you got the neon guy. Neon guy can shoot.
how many shots did he make? 0.
Philly's
I mean,
missing
Man,
that
that's
clutch
just
factor,
called
bro.
underperforming, man.
Philly's missing that clutch factor, bro. They're missing that clutch factor
it's
because they
because
were
your
supposed to
coach
clutch
doesn't
games.
run plays. All he does play harder,
Mm-hmm.
guys. They want it. You guys don't want it. Play harder. That's all
He's
he
Yeah,
like,
does.
bro,
that part, I don't. I agree with that part.
He's been
Doc
saying the
Rivers.
same thing.
Doc Rivers is like your dad, bro. That's like, he's gonna make you do everything. He's like, why you keep asking me? Just go ahead and do it. Just go ahead and
Man,
do it. He's
you
like your
don't like
dad,
your
bro.
dad? Man, you comparing Doc Rivers to your dad? You
No,
don't
I'm
like your
just
dad?
saying, like, he's like one of those dudes that's like, man, don't keep asking me. Just go ahead and do it. Like, why the fuck you asking me? That's how he talks with his players. Why you looking at me?
That's my problem with him.
That's bad.
Doc Rivers is the type of guy who will tell you to do something that he don't know how to do. He'll he'll
That's
he will
terrible.
tell you all day clean up the room. He can't clean up his own room.
That's what I'm saying. He's like one of them fucking
That's what
lazy ass
annoys me
dads.
about Doc. But he keeps getting jobs. He keeps getting coaching positions. Now watch, he gonna end up with a new team next year. Watch.
He's gonna coach the
Yeah,
Phoenix
I think.
Suns.
Of course,
No, I was gonna say
Phoenix
the
Sun.
Detroit Pistons.
the fix is in for Doc Rivers for sure, no doubt.
He's
Oh,
gonna coach the Phoenix Suns. Watch.
Yeah, I think Doc going back out west.
It's not gonna matter. I mean, Doc can really get you there, but he can't take you over the hump. So I mean,
There's like 2 jobs left, right? The Toronto Raptors and the Suns.
Yeah, I think Detroit too, because
Oh
Dwayne.
yeah, I don't want that job.
I wouldn't be surprised to get that Suns job. I wouldn't be surprised to get that Suns job
I
because
don't want
guess
that
who's
job.
still
that'll be
there?
hilarious.
Kevin
Guess
Durant.
who's Chris Paul?
Oh my God, I thought he was supposed to
Oh,
go with
Chris Paul.
Oh,
Oh,
good luck.
Dwight
they're
Howard,
gonna
right?
find.
He was supposed to play with Dwight Howard overseas. That's what he said. He said if he don't win with Kevin Durant, he's supposed to play in somewhere with Dwight Howard. That's what he said though.
Yeah, we'll see about that. Hey, shout out to the super chat. Draw God said $99 donation. He said, "What up, BJ? Keep up the great work. I'm a ghost listener, but always tune in for work. By the way, D Book taking over the league next year, so be prepared for the next dynasty."
Oh hell no.
Nah, that's
Yeah,
funny. That's
yeah.
hilarious.
I understand.
Thank you
D-Book
for
has
that,
been a
man.
ghost too. Abiza has been a ghost.
Hey, I
Yeah,
think
he
you
a
forgot
go.
about that boy Shy. Shy gonna be taking over the league in a minute. Like give him
Who?
like 2
SGA.
shots. Yes, I'm telling you, bro. Like there's something special about. I already told you there's something special about him. Give him
I don't know.
3 years. He's gonna be taking over very soon, man. Very soon.
Yeah,
Somebody I
SGA.
agree with BJ about is Anthony Edwards. I
Oh,
think
he's a beast. He's a beast.
I'm a big believer in Ant, bro. I think Ant gonna be the best player in the league in 5 years.
I like
um,
that take, man. I like that. He
over
ain't getting swept by the
the
Nuggets.
Wembenyama.
Oh
I don't
fuck
think
no.
Wembanyama's gonna be as great as.
Yeah, he
I
not.
He's
don't think he
overrated.
is, bro. His
He's overrated.
body and his bones and all that shit, man. Like he not finna last that long, bro.
He's overrated.
Unless he get his weight up.
He's overrated, bro. He's
I like
overrated,
that
bro.
other dude. I like Scoop more than Wembanyama, to be honest with you.
I don't
What
know who
Yeah,
about
that is.
Yeah,
Brendan Miller? He said he's the best player.
yeah, I like Scoop more.
I gotta look into that. I don't know
Yeah,
that.
Scoot looks like he's NBA ready more than Wembanyama.
I know
He,
Wembenyama is gonna dunk on Embiid next year.
he's so overrated, bro.
Yeah, you hoping and praying, huh?
Yeah,
He's
Sucker.
gonna
bro.
dunk on Embiid next year, man.
I can see it,
You
bro.
hoping and praying,
I
huh?
can
He can't
see
even
it.
hang with Embiid physically. Like he's so
And
overrated,
wait,
bro.
Yeah,
Bruce,
that's
what
true.
MB gonna do to him?
He's gonna play
Exactly.
with Embiid, man. He's gonna block Embiid shot.
Stop it, bro. Chill out,
If
man.
he
Chill
if he
out.
And B
play
gonna bring him all to the top of the key and
Thank
jack up
you,
fucking threes.
bro. He's I don't know what the NBA has for him, planned for him. He's getting hyped like he's like LeBron James. Like, who is this dude? He's not even that good. Like he's cool, but come on, bro. Come
It's
on, man.
because he's 7'3" and he got a bag.
Yeah, he a
Wow,
freak.
man.
He
Everybody got a
freakishly
bag
athletic.
Yeah,
That's
in
all.
today's game, man. Everybody got a bag in today's game because it's such a
but he's
skill-based
seven. He's
game.
Except
7'3".
LeBron.
That's yeah. He's 7'3".
Hey, man, we'll see what he
Well,
does.
Jalen Brown didn't have a bag today. I didn't see a bag.
Hey,
That bag
I ain't
had
gonna
on
lie, man.
that
He
bag
ain't
had
I
on
gonna
did
ever
Embiid.
see
get.
some
He
type
ain't
of
ever gonna
heart
get a
from Jalen
bag.
Brown. He got to go, man. He has to go somewhere else, man. Because I'm tired of his talents being. He's so much better than. I
Yeah,
think
he
he's
can
His
better
come
than
to
Jason
talent.
Dallas.
Tatum.
His
Hey,
talent of
Bruce.
what?
Bruce, go to. I told him to take him and go to Houston, man. Go be with Udoka.
Go
That's
ahead,
where
be
he
with
needs to
them
go.
dogs over there. Go ahead, be
Yeah, I
with
can
Jalen
see that.
Green. Yeah, go ahead, man. Because he needs to go there. He needs to go blossom like a flower or something. Because he's better than Jason Tatum. I'm sorry.
Like
after
a
tonight, you
flower.
think so?
He could be
I'm
that vet
positive.
for Houston.
He's better than Jason Tatum, bro.
Is he? I
Yes,
don't know
he can
about
do
that.
everything
Nah,
Jason
nah,
Tatum can do and show up in the fourth
I
quarter.
don't know about that,
nah.
man. I've been
All right,
saying it forever. I don't
we
see
gonna
that, bro.
see, bro. Because I hope they trade his ass,
Just
but we gonna see.
Nah, the guy
Hey,
has
Kurt.
no handle, man. I can strip the ball from him. What are you talking about?
I think
it's
Jalen Brown
close,
better than
but
Jason Tatum.
nah, I gotta give it
He
to
does the
Tatum.
same turnover all the time, going to against two people, trying to do the Dwayne Wade thing,
He
right?
does have a lot of turnovers, Bruce. I can't get mad at that, bro. But he got heart, and
Man, Shannon Sharp was clowning him on Twitter, saying he needs to open a bakery because of those turnovers.
Jason Tatum turnover. Hey, Jason Tatum turns the ball over in the fourth quarter all the time.
Man, I've been
Yeah,
saying
that's
for
All the
months.
time.
I've been saying for months that Jalen Brown is the best player. I cannot say that anymore. Tatum was
He's.
hurt. It was time for you to take over the game, and you didn't do it.
You know, Jalen Brown was
yeah.
hurt too, bro. You know, his hand and his elbow.
Man, he
He
was
wasn't
not that
really.
hurt, man. Everybody's hurt in the playoffs.
Nah, we not buying that over
He
there.
said
I
his
don't know,
hands.
bro, because
He said
he's
his
played.
hands
Kurt,
beat
you
shit.
capping for Jalen Brown right now.
No, I'm not capping for Jalen Brown. I'm just telling you from what I've seen last year. It
Stop
just
it,
seems
man. I saw
he
Kobe,
hasn't.
Jalen Brown
MJ,
beat
all
you.
those greats play with bad
He's not.
fingers.
First of all, he's not Kobe or MJ. I'm not saying he's Kobe or MJ, but he's definitely not Kobe or MJ. And he's played way better in the playoffs, bro. If you notice how they beat the Heat, it was because of Jalen Brown's aggressiveness. He was nowhere near as aggressive as he was last year. So I was like, there has to be something. There's something going on with Jalen Brown. I don't know what it is, but
I
there's
saw
something.
Yeah,
Kawhi
he
with
won't
one
out.
leg killing players.
Kawhi different, man. I know what you mean. No, there's no excuses, man. But uh, he did play like shit, bro. I don't know what's going on with him, bro. But he
He
definitely
needs
is
to
not the
work
same
on his
He
player.
handles.
won't out.
He needs to work on his handles because I was seeing this last year too. So I just think his bag needs to grow a little bit. I think he needs to get more, go to moves in his game.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
he doesn't have a plastic bag, brown bags, paper
He
bags.
does
That's it.
have like some type of
Hmm.
like go-to shot, I guess the little midi shot. But like you said, his handles is so bad he can get picked going to the mid range now. But he likes to do that pull-up mid range if he's not driving, bump you, and then kind of just not fade but shoot that mid range. So which is good because that's good in the playoffs. But like you said, he has to fix that handle.
That mid range is
And
suspect.
yeah, JT, he's just not that guy in the fourth quarter. I'm just tired of seeing that dude with the ball, bro. He makes me so upset, bro, because I know he's gonna do something stupid every time. So
So
Yeah, he's swag.
did Jason Tatum get his stardom drop, or does he stay where he's at?
I say
Because I
How,
think
drop,
how
bro.
was this guy first team
He
All
dropped.
NBA? I don't see it, bro.
I say
This
He
guy
drop.
is
dropped.
first team All
I say
NBA.
drop, bro.
No, he
yeah,
stays where he is.
I say drop. It's,
All of
it's,
those
it's
Nah, he
players
dropped.
cannot. All of those players cannot go buy teams. They just settle for three. They cannot go buy players anymore. They
let's
just
be
settle
honest.
for threes.
I agree, bro. Let's be honest, bro. I don't even think Jason Tatum's better than Shaq, bro. That's just me. I'm just being honest.
You know what? That's true because I saw him Shaq go buy players.
Man, Shaq's a beast, bro. I'm taking Shaq over Jason Tatum all day, every day.
That's true.
All
Me
day,
too.
every day.
I mean, after tonight, me too.
I need to see Shy in the playoffs. That's what I need to see him in the playoffs. Though
Yes,
that's
we need to
Yeah, he
see
gotta
that.
win. He gotta
Yes,
he
win.
got to get in the playoffs. Like one thing I'll give Tatum, he's consistently been in the playoffs, deep runs. It's just I don't know. I just think they ceiling is at a they've reached their ceiling, man. I don't see a championship with this team.
Excuse me, you're
I don't
right,
see it.
BJ.
I don't see it.
There's no like elevation after what they did from last year. It's kind of just the same. And they let a Miami Heat team that took them 7 games beat them, and they should have beat them last year if Jimmy makes that shot. So they have reached their
Right,
ceiling.
right.
So, and they should have beat him in 6 games if Derek White didn't hit this shot. So I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
Celtics
Yeah.
got lucky, man. They got hella luck, and that happens in basketball. So I mean, I understand that. So
I mean, they underestimated. Like I told BJ, they underestimated White because of the haircut, man. Because of the hair.
yeah,
The
yeah. White do
hairline.
like a little idiot running around the court, bro.
Remember those dolls with the trolls with the
Shut
hair
up.
up?
He called White a troll.
Bro,
Yeah,
yeah, I do too.
those little dolls with the trolls. I think they were called trolls,
Them
and
things are
the hair.
Yeah, the
scary, dude.
troll dog.
Them things are
Yeah.
scary.
When I saw him with the hair, I'm like, well, they remind me of something. I'm like, oh yeah.
He remind me of something. No, Derek White's a good role player, man. I'm not gonna lie. He
Yeah,
was.
he is.
I didn't like Derek White, but he's a good role player, bro. They wouldn't be.
Yeah. They were gonna lose because he was the best player tonight. So of course they weren't gonna lose.
All right.
Yeah, bro. They tried to put so much hope into him. I was like, they're gonna lose, man. He's not gonna save the day, bro. Hell no, man. But Miami Heat deserve it, man. They played. They was the more consistent team, I guess. So now they got to worry about that beast over there with the Nuggets, and that's probably Nuggets is 6, honestly. But
I
I'm
don't
not
think the
gonna.
Nuggets are beast.
I
I don't think they're the beast.
I
Beast?
don't
I
feel
don't
like
know about that.
nobody. I don't know. I don't feel nobody's picking Miami except Heat fans.
I can't doubt Jimmy, man.
It's because of Bam.
Bam's some shit, man. He's going to be getting cooked. Oh my god,
Right. That's why nobody picking Miami because of his garbage ass.
That's what
man.
it is.
Jokic is about to put him post up, spin step, everything, man. He's gonna make him jump.
Man,
Oh my god! If he tries to
Yeah,
guard him,
he did that to AD.
what is
Imagine
that?
what he gonna do to Bam, bro.
oh my god, man, he's going to have
Man,
that
it's
boy
over.
spinning.
Well, I don't know.
That shit crazy.
We're gonna get something. One last question before we leave. So, I need to know from the panel and you guys. We've talked about it. If Jimmy wins this title, how do y'all look at Jimmy from now on, here on out? If he wins this title, is he? What do y'all place him in all-time rankings?
I would have to look.
Well, I got him as a Hall of Famer off this win tonight. But if he go win it all, shit, he definitely top 75 if he go win it all.
Top
Mm.
75?
Yeah.
Is Jimmy better than Melo?
If he go win this, I gotta put him over Melo.
Oh
I
man,
got to, bro.
Melo underachieved.
That'll be the reason why. If he go win this title, bro, I got to. And I rock with Melo. I got to.
I know somebody said he's gonna be better than D Wade in Miami.
Nah, hell no.
Okay.
Nah. I can't put him over D Wade.
It would be a great accomplishment that would seal his entry in the Hall of Fame. He's gonna have his jersey retired in Miami, and he may have a statue because
A
that's 2
statue?
finals. Yeah, because that's 2 finals, right?
Yeah.
That's 2 finals appearance. If you win, that means you're finals MVP, right? So and it
Yeah.
still has
That'll be
time.
crazy.
And if they get more players, because I don't think the same roster can go to the finals again next year.
Mm-mm.
You know, get some more pieces. You know,
Mhm.
don't go after Kyrie. Go after other players.
Nah, don't go after that snake.
You know, and you can be right back.
Yeah.
You know, because you're gonna have Udonis Haslam gonna retire. That's a spot. Kyle Lowry, I don't know if they're gonna resign him. That's another spot.
Please don't.
Yeah, they gonna let him go. Even Big Tone said let him go. Him and Kevin Love, they gotta get younger.
Yeah, that's three spot.
Yeah.
They're gonna have enough stuff. You know, they can get trade or sign players. Because I don't
So
think Max Strus needs to be your starter next year. You know,
hell nah. He need to come off the bench.
and they need a center. I don't think Bam can be your center.
Nah, definitely need a big.
So they have potential. They have a lot of stuff they can do next year, and they could be right back with a great coach, and they have the championship DNA, like you guys said. You know, be right back. Will they trade Duncan Robinson because he's gonna have value? Because a lot of people teams gonna be like, oh, he can shoot. Hmm. They
Depends who
might
they get back.
because they were trying to trade him for a while. Nobody wanted him because of the contract. Now he looks, you know, other teams might take a chance.
Yeah, man. Let's see what happens in final start in 2 days. So let's
Yep.
see what happens. See what happens. But all right, fellas, I'm going to end the stream right here, man. Appreciate y'all
Good
coming
shit,
through.
bro.
All right.
All
Good
right,
shit,
Over.
bro.
man. I'll catch y'all Thursday.
All right, bro. See y'all Thursday. All right, y'all. So that concludes the finale of the 2023 Eastern Conference Finals. Your Miami Heat are the 2023 Eastern Conference champions, and Jimmy Butler is your Eastern Conference MVP. And we have a matchup between the Denver Nuggets and the Miami Heat starting up on Thursday night. Make sure y'all tune in for that game. We'll be starting doing the lives for that. Also, we'll be having an announcement we'll be having this weekend on Saturday. So make sure y'all tune in for the Saturday morning show as we announce the new um, things that are coming to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Definitely appreciate y'all coming through. And until next time, respectfully say, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull up. Peace. Out of here like swim well.